West Plains Zizzers football on Hot Country KDY. Tonight's game is brought to you by
A to Z Pump Service, Bailey Chevrolet Pontiac, Bureau, by Butler Heating and Air, Domino's Pizza, Don's Auto Service, Edgeler and Harper, Habitat for Humanity, J&J Recovery, Monty's Outdoors, Ozark Hills Insurance, Ozarks Healthcare, and Ozarks Healthcare Medical Equipment. Also brought to you by Pepsi Mid-America, by Peterbilt, Rick's Truck Repair, Shelter Mutual Insurance, Simmons Bank of West Plains, SMP Quality Auto Glass, State Farm Insurance, Justin Shelby Agent, Taylor Grubaugh Buick GMC Chevrolet, The Medicine Shop, West Plains Lock and Key, Wilbanks Tire, West Plains Bank and Trust Company, and by Hirsch Feed and Farm Supply.
And now West Plains Zizzers football on the official home of the Zizzers, Hot Country KDY.
Judd's a defensive linebacker. This is the kid that runs the ball most of the time when they do it. Wilson, number 3, little bitty guy.
Ozark Conference football excitement continues now with the Zizzers on KDY.
Good evening, folks. This is Paul Knight along with Harlan Hutchinson. We're in Waynesville, Missouri at a very nice complex, Harlan. I mean, this is one of the nicer places to play.
It really is. You look around this place, is there anything that they forgot? I don't think so.
No. An elevator. They forgot the elevator.
They could use one of those
yes, they
to
could.
Get up to the press box.
Because it was, I think, 28 steps up to get up here to the press box, and I sure could have used the elevator. But other than that, perfect night for football. We're in Waynesville where the West Plains Zizzers, who are 4-4, take on the Waynesville Tigers, who are 2-6 on the season. Of course, this is the final night of the regular season, and Harlan and I had an opportunity since it's senior night. We're a little bit late, and they're still introducing senior cheerleaders. But we were talking a little bit, Harlan, the fact that, the regular season ends tonight, postseason start next week, and Zizzers most likely, unless something really drastic happens, will be at home next Friday night taking on probably Monette.
More than likely, and essentially with Bolivar getting a first-round bye, at least in the opening round where everybody's going to play, West Plains has the highest seed, so they'll play the team with the worst record, and that's going to be Monette. And that would be at McDonald's Field. And then that would take us to the semifinal round where I would think more than likely we'll get another home game. I don't know for sure.
Well, if we end up with the 2 seed, of course, like we were talking, the higher seed gets the host. And if we still have the 2 seed after tonight, we'll host the first 2 rounds. And then we'll just see what happens on the third night of the playoffs when Bolivar and West Plains may meet in the finals. And that was a pretty good game at their place, the very first game of the year, and I wouldn't mind a rematch.
Well, I'm sure that Coach Wyatt would probably prefer that too. He probably would prefer it to be actually in West Plains instead of at Bolivar. Yeah. But, that was in the very first. Who really knew that first game, that first loss in the first game of the season would play such a huge role in determining how the district would turn out.
Yeah, I was going to say, because even if they tied, which with the point system, that's very unlikely. But even if they tied, because Bolivar has the head-to-head victory, they would host the playoffs. Hey, guys, what? We still got seniors being introduced tonight here at Waynesville. We're going to take a 2-minute break. We'll be back here on the radio, KKDY 102.5.
Come on, weekend. Where are my car keys? Are you kidding me? I did it again? I locked them in the car? Good thing I have West Plains Lock and Key programmed in my phone.
West Plains Lock and Key?
I did it again.
Are you at work or home this time? All right, we'll be right there.
Whenever you lock yourself out, call West Plains Lock and Key, 256-8862. West Plains Lock and Key, where tradition meets technology.
Rooted in our communities, Simmons goes beyond banking. We're your friendly neighbor. Committed to fostering strong community bonds, we proudly invest in our local schools. When you're in need of banking services, Simmons Bank is here for you. Whether you're striving towards your goals or aiming for financial success, count on Simmons Bank to be your partner every step of the way. To discover a nearby branch, simply visit simmonsbank.com. Simmons Bank, member FDIC.
The Ozarks Healthcare team cares about your athlete's health. That's why they're on the sidelines cheering you on and ready to step in should anything happen. Dr. Pyatt is proud to be the Zizzers team physician. The OZH team sends best wishes to all athletes for safe play and exceptional sportsmanship. For more information about Ozarks Healthcare Orthopedic and Spine, visit www.ozarkshealthcare.com.
Howell County Habitat for Humanity continues to build homes for families who qualify. It happens through generous people like yourself who have the means to contribute. One way is to donate unneeded items to the Habitat Restore on Porter Boulevard in West Plains. They accept clean, used furniture, appliances, household items, and more. They will sell these items in the store to help fund building Habitat homes in Howell County. Go to howellcountyhabitat.org or visit the Restore on Porter Wagner Boulevard in West Plains.
It's back to the field for more Zizzer football action on Hot Country KDY.
Paul and I back here with Harlan Hutchinson, and we got back just in time to go back on another commercial, Harlan, because we're going to have the national anthem, and we try not to interrupt that. So we'll be back in 2 more minutes here on the radio, KKDY 102.5.
Mother Nature here. Oh, I love the fall of the year. One day I can make it 90 degrees and humid. The next can be gloomy and cold or thunderous and stormy, just like my moods. Don't get too comfortable.
Make sure you have a backup plan for power this fall and winter for the ups and downs of Mother Nature. Get a Generac generator from Butler Heating and Air today. Get a quote at Butler Heating and Air, your authorized Generac dealer in West Plains, across from the fairgrounds on North Highway 63 in West Plains.
Want to make a lasting impression with your business? Elevate your brand with creative design and printing services from the Ozark Horse Trader. Business cards that leave a mark, exquisite business stationery that speaks class, envelopes that make a statement, invitations that captivate. Your choices are limitless. The Ozark Horse Trader's professional typesetting and design services will set you apart, and top-notch printing and finishing will bring your vision to life. The Ozark Horse Trader, your vision on print. In West Plains and at ozarkhorsetrader.com.
Hey, Zither fans, I need you all to hear me. A winning team starts with a winning spirit. Hey, this is Ashton Judd, proud Zizzer and Mizzou Tiger, to tell you about the winning team at Ozark Hills Insurance. They have a team of winners that can help you find the right insurance at the right price. I knew the day the Zizzer girls went to the state title game that our winning spirit would prevail. Be a winner and call Ozark Hills Insurance for a quote today with offices in West Plains and Mountain Home. Go Zizzers.
ORN Cares is now officially Give Local First, and we're looking for our 2024 recipient. Ozark Marketing Company and the Ozark Horse Trader are making plans for the upcoming year, and we are now taking applications for a regional organization. If you are a part of a registered 501c3 and want to be considered, please stop by our office at 983 East Highway 160 in West Plains, or email givelocalfirst@gmail.com. In 2023, our charity golf tournament was the biggest in the area, with 82 teams and raising over $20,000 for our recipient. Deadline for eligible applications will be October 31st.
It's not enough to merely own land. You need to own it too. The Coyote K9 UTV helps you own the land you own. Hear the difference? Owning the land sounds like this.
Well, son, someday you'll inherit my land.
But owning it sounds like... You see, owning is...
Sign here, and here, and here.
But owning is more. Yeah, the rugged Coyote K9 UTV. Coyote, we dig dirt. So stop in and see my parents, Scott and Crystal Brown, at Lynch Equipment in West Plains.
West Plains football continues now on Hot Country KDY.
Paul Knight back here with Harlan Hutchinson, and we're getting closer, Harlan, to kickoff time.
Ever closer.
Yes. Now, Waynesville's not on the field yet, but we are.
Well, we're going to start this game, I'm going to guess, about 7:07. Well, I would say that except for the fact we only have one team out on the field right now.
The Tigers, they're entering the tunnel, so it's getting close. And there's 2 minutes, 52 seconds to go on the pregame clock. So anyway, we're going to have football here very shortly. And once again, the Zizzers come in tonight 4-4. Tigers come in 2-6. The Zizzers, of course, last week defeated Parkview in a runaway at home, a game that the Zizzers really needed after the last three before that.
And really played well overall. They didn't make many mistakes, and that has been what has plagued them the past few football games against real good football teams.
Yeah, I was going to say, they played well against. They did not play well against Camden. They didn't show up that night. Kickapoo, they played very well the first half. Unfortunately, they turned it over 3 times, which led to 3 Kickapoo scores. And then the same thing happened against Lebanon. They had the ball, I think it was 6 plays in the first quarter, and were behind 21-0 at the end of the first quarter.
Right.
And you just can't win football games when you put the ball on the ground or you throw it to a guy in a different colored jersey.
But I thought that notwithstanding, I thought that Camdenton was by far our worst game of the year.
The worst game of the year, yes, by far.
Really nothing happened or nothing really worked right in that game. Now, against Lebanon, we were able to move the ball a little bit, scored a few points, scored, I think, 14 in that game. We never even came close to scoring at Camden. And last week, Lebanon played Camdenton, and Lebanon beat them 34-26.
And there's one of our guys in the shop, Keith, is from Lebanon, and he was at the game, and he said Camdenton had a chance to tie it. Unfortunately, they dropped the pass in the end zone, and Lebanon came out with a win, or it could have gone to overtime, or the Lakers go for 2 and get a victory. But that's a rivalry game. Lebanon and Camdenton, they don't like each other, even though they're 20 miles apart, maybe.
I think it's. Well, I know at least from the Lebanon standpoint, it's a really big deal for them.
Mm-hmm.
Camdenton, I don't know if it's as big a rivalry, but it probably is, all in all. That's pretty close, 20 miles apart, and both of them have very good traditions, and I think Lebanon's program is getting better.
Oh, yes, yeah. And like I said, when you look at Lebanon's program, I was trying to think of was it Britt, the offensive lineman that went to Mizzou and then on to the NFL? And he's come back and made a lot of contributions to that program, and that's always nice, just like the kids from Webb City, and their names forget me as well. But anyway.
Grant Wistrom?
Yes, Winstrom, the Winstrom brothers. One of them played at Nebraska.
Right.
And the other one played at, I can't remember, but anyway, both NFL players, and they both came back and helped out Webb City, which they don't need a whole lot of help, but they got some. Anyway, we're having the coin toss out in the middle of the field, the Zizzers, dressed in white and white helmets. The Tigers are in orange jerseys, black pants, black helmets. So we'll be able to tell who's got the football this evening. Coin toss has been made. It looks like the Zizzers won the toss. We'll see what happens right here as West Plains plays on the road tonight at Waynesville.
The Zizzer captains are Roberts, Judd, Kinslow, and Jones. And West Plains will receive to start the ball game.
That's one thing, anymore, if you win the toss, what do you do? You defer.
Everybody.
Why? Take the ball. Get a chance.
I don't know.
Are you on the other side of the fence?
No.
Oh.
No, I think if you win the toss, you want the ball, that gives you a chance to score first. Unless you've got a really good defense.
Yeah, I was going to say, because, when in the college and the professional ranks, and even a lot in high school, when you win the toss, they defer to the second half, meaning that they're going to get the ball in the second half. But if you're down 14, you're going to get a chance to score to get within 7. But if you take the opening kickoff and go down and score, you're in control of the ball game. But different attitude, I guess.
If you're Lebanon, I can understand deferring.
Oh, yeah.
Because their defense is really, really good.
And you can't stop their offense. Nobody has yet this year. Anyway, we're about to have a kickoff. The Tigers are on the field in the orange and black. They're going to kick off from the 40-yard line. They're going to defend would that be the north goal?
I think so.
I think it
is.
I'm
trying to figure that out myself.
And the Zizzers will defend the south goal back deep for West Plains. Of course, will most likely be number 3, Remy Wilson. And I think Houston's been back there a couple of times as well. But they're still getting instructions from Coach White on the sideline. And let's see here, Harlan, how'd you do on your first 7:08?
Rat.
You said 7:07.
Yeah, well. Lance Norton not dressed out tonight. He's normally back deep. And it'll be
24.
Jackson Taylor,
sophomore. So we got 2 sophomores back deep. Hal's right there in the middle in case it's a short kick. And the Zizzers are ready to go offensively after this kickoff. And it's a pooch kick. It's going to go high in the air. Hal calls for the fair catch. It's taken at the 32-yard line. And I don't think the officials saw the signal for the fair catch because they kept winding the clock. But anyway, 1st and 10 West Plains at their own 32.5 yard. Make it the 33. They've moved it up to the 33. Those referees like those lines.
So let's see how much work Remy Wilson gets early in the game. Last week, and last 2 games for that matter, West Plains has come out firing the ball downfield, and it didn't take long to try to stretch the field in the game last week. They'll probably try to hit them deep with something here in the early going.
Well, I was going to say, wasn't it Kickapoo where they had school records in receiving and passing yards, I believe?
Yep.
Kinslow goes in motion, back to the formation, snap back. Jones is going to throw, looks down the middle, sees a man, and guess who it is? It's Kinslow. He's got it. He's out across the 30. He's knocked out of bounds around the 30-yard line. So the Zizzers do exactly what you said, Harlan. They go over the top down to the 29-yard line. So now they're going to mark him out at the 32-yard line. So it's 1st and 10 West Plains at the Waynesville 32.
35-yard pickup. Lots of time to throw the football, and Isaiah put it in a perfect spot that time.
And Kinslow was wide open. Kinslow goes in motion, snap back. They're going to throw the quick screen out to Houston, breaks a tackle, crosses the line. He may go up, knocked out of bounds at around the 30, next to 26-yard line. So that's a gain of about 7 because they're going to actually mark him at the 25, and it's 2nd down and about 3. Nice play there.
2 plays, 2 throws, so you know where Coach Wyatt's mindset is as we go to a 2nd down and short.
Wilson, the only setback. Jones in the shot or in the under center, takes a quick snap, throws it out there to Kinslow, gets a block. Kinslow, and that's going to be a hold as Wilson grabs the defensive back, and I called that one, and so did the official on the near sideline, and it's going to be a holding against West Plains. And that'll mark them back 10 yards from the spot of the foul, which is right around the line of scrimmage. And that'll be a 10-yard penalty, and it'll bring up 2nd down and about 13.
And this has been an issue.
Yes, we've had a few of those flags.
Getting behind the sticks. It'll be 2nd down and about 13 now, it looks like, for a 1st down. And West Plains will still have really good field position, but this probably won't change much. We've seen 3 plays, 3 passes, so no reason to think we won't see number 4 coming up on 2nd down and long.
In comes Howell at the fullback position. He also plays a little bit of tight end, and this time he's going to line up as the wingback. So they'll send 3 receivers to the left side, 1 receiver right. Jones, inside handoff, and as soon as we send that, Wilson into the secondary across the original line of scrimmage to about the 31-yard line. So that's a pickup of about 6. Brings up a 3rd down and about 8 to go, Harlan. On a nice little run there by the sophomore running back.
Last week we saw Dawson Howell, the player you were talking about a moment ago, used on an inside counter handoff, and this might be a pretty good spot for that. 3rd down and 9, you're in 4-down territory anyway.
Yes, we are. They're going to the I formation. Jones is under center. 2 receivers left. Jones fakes pitches left side. Wilson, he's got the corner turn. He gets close to the 30 or 25-yard line, but then hit hard and driven out of bounds. And they're going to come up about 3 yards short, Harlan. So here you go. 4th and 3 on your first possession at the line, or the Waynesville Tiger 25-yard line.
When West Plains has thrown the ball here on the first drive, they've had no pressure on the quarterback. So Isaiah has one of those RPO things. He may raise up to throw the ball, but if he looks around and sees space, he only needs 3 for a 1st down.
Tigers have a 4-man front, 2 linebackers, 5 defensive backs, and they're pressing the receivers on the corners. Inside handoff, they fake, and you called it, and Jones is tackled for a loss. So the Tigers step up to the pump and drop the Zizzers for a 1-yard loss, and it's going to be a turnover on downs, and the Tigers will have the ball right at the 25-yard line.
Well, that was a good defensive play. Give the linebacker some credit. He was spying the quarterback, and when Isaiah tucked it and ran, he didn't get very far. He was short of the 1st down by, I don't know, a couple yard at least.
Yeah.
So it's going to be 1st and 10 now for Waynesville.
Waynesville has it at their own 25. We've got 10-13 to go in the first quarter. Zizzers drove the ball down the field on pass attempts, then got stopped on a 4th down run. Zizzers line up with a 5-man defensive front, 2 linebackers. The Tigers like to run the football, and guess who runs it? Aussie. Aussie. Or is it Taw? Aussie, senior. Number 32 picks up nothing and it's going to bring up 2nd down and 10 as a host of Zizzer defenders were right there to make the stop.
Waynesville's had a rough year from a win-loss standpoint. There have been games where they've scored some points and scored some points against some decent teams.
Yep.
So you can't just look at it and go, well, they're just going to lay down, because they're not.
They run out of the single wing more or less. Direct snap, inside handoff to the big guy again. This time he gets a yard, and the Zizzers have obviously watched a little film because they've got 9 guys within 2 yards of the line of scrimmage, 7 of them inside the tackles. 3rd down at about 9 for the Tigers on their first possession. As I said, Tigers run out of what I'd call a single wing. They've got no quarterback. They direct snap to one of the 2 backs there in the backfield. This time they're going to go with a quarterback, number 12. That's Adam Mouse. He gets the snap, inside handoff to the big guy, and once again, Zizzer defense holds them up. No gain on the play, actually maybe a loss, and it's going to bring up 4th and 9, and the Tigers are going to be forced to punt on their first possession of the ball game.
56 on the tackle, Hawkins for the Zizzers. He hit him first, and then 2 other white shirts came up, and that drive went a grand total of 1 yard.
Yeah. I was going to say number 4, Warren Lawson, did a good job there at that inside linebacker position along with Judd. Tigers are going to, well, I thought they were going to punt it away, but they're lining up to, now they're going to drop back. They're going to try to draw the Zizzers offside. It didn't work. Nice high spiral.
Oh, he killed
Kinslow makes a fair catch, or no fair catch made. He catches it at the 40, gets up to near the 50-yard line where he's driven out of bounds, and they're going to mark him out of bounds at the 49, so it's going to be 1st and 10 at the Waynesville 49-yard line for the West Plains Zizzers with their second possession of the ball game.
That was a good kick, 40-yard punt in the air, and a short return. But West Plains, again, has really good field position to start this drive at the 49-yard line.
Zizzers come to the line of scrimmage. They're going to have a tight end, number 34 for the West Plains Zizzers, playing the tight end position tonight. That's Erickson. Jones throws it out there in the flat to Kinslow. Kinslow makes one man miss, makes another miss, gets close to the 1st down yardage, and if they spot it where the official is standing, it's going to be a 1st and 10 for the West Plains Zizzers.
It's a pass, but it's a run, more or less, out on the edge, and you got a one-on-one there, and if your blocker gets the block, you've got a chance to pick up some good yards, and enough for a 1st down there, just barely a 10-yard pickup.
Erickson, the tight end, comes to the right side. 2 receivers, Kinslow and Houston, go left. Inside handoff, they give it to the big guy, and the big guy, that's Howell, he's making the pile move for 15 yards. So the Zizzers pick up 15 on the inside handoff just by moving the pile, and it's another 1st and 10 all the way down to the 25-yard line. Zizzers have it 1st and 10 at the 25, 7:28 to go, first quarter.
Dawson Howell was carrying the mail, and he was carrying Tigers as he went down the field. Got some help, got some push from his own teammates. Used to be a penalty, but it's not anymore. You can do that.
The Eagles have made that kind of popular. Zizzers with 2 receivers to the right, tight end to the left. Kinslow in motion, back to the formation. Inside handoff for fake. Jones looks down the middle. Guess who? Houston, touchdown. Zizzers on top, 6-0 from 25 yards out. And that one looked really easy.
Well, he had no pressure.
None. Nobody was close.
No one has come close to the quarterback here in the first 2 series, and that one from 25 yards out at 7:16. It's 6-0. West Plains on top, and it wouldn't be much of a shock to see the Zizzers just keep on pounding them with a passing game.
I was going to say, Jones had all kinds of time back there to look the field over, and, of course, Houston at 6'6" and can run, was wide open down the middle of the field for the touchdown. And to kick the extra point, number 33, Reed Cobb, the left footer. So that means the holder's on the other side. Cobb with the left foot, it's up, it looks good, it is. So there's 7, Tigers 0. We'll be back in 1 minute here on the radio, KKDY 102.5.
What's your next dream? Paying off your credit card? Remodeling your kitchen? Exploring the rainforest of Costa Rica? Whatever your dreams, they take some planning. I'm State Farm Agent Justin Shelby, and I'm right here to help lend a hand. As your local neighbor, I can help you look at things you want to save for, come up with a plan to make those savings goals happen. Because your money should work just as hard as you do to achieve your dreams. So whether it's being debt-free or free to roam the world, call me, State Farm Agent Justin Shelby, today. Like a good neighbor, Justin Shelby State Farm is there.
We all love things that are free, like the free gift you receive when you open a free checking account, business or personal, at West Plains Bank and Trust Company. You can even score free gifts for your friends and family if you refer them and they open free checking accounts. Plus, earn a free gift for yourself each time one of your referrals opens an account. Visit us in West Plains, Mountain View, Willow Springs, or Houston for more information. Find out for yourself why our customers leave as friends at West Plains Bank and Trust Company. Member FDIC.
Now it's more Zizzer football excitement on Hot Country KDY.
Paul Knight back here with Harlan Hutchinson. We got a little swift kick that's picked up by the Tigers at about the 20-yard line, and they advance it all the way out to the 44. A good run back there by number 12. That's Aiden Maust, M-A-U-S-T. And he also plays a little bit there in the backfield. Sophomore running back, quarterback. And it's 1st and 10 for the Tigers from their own 44.
They really look like a team that has no interest throwing the ball.
None.
I mean, less than none.
They're in the single wing. Mouse is a quarterback, or he's not the quarterback. That's a down play. He picked it up. That's a loss of 4 on the snap. Ball was snapped directly to number 20. That's the running back, Michael Kelsey, Jr. Dropped the ball, went to a knee to pick it up, and he's down at the 41, so it's only a loss of 3, but it does bring up 2nd down and 13 with less than 7 to go here in the first quarter, and that's why West Plains has 9 men on the line of scrimmage. I don't think they're worried about the pass.
I'm just surprised it's not 10 because
now they do have 10 within 5 yards. Direct snap. Inside hand or inside run to number 20, who's replaced the big guy. And once again, that's Kelsey. Kelsey picks up a good chunk of yardage that time. He picked up about 8, all the way out to the 49-yard line, where it's going to bring up a 3rd down and about 5 to go. So a big play here for the Zizzer defense is that's the first play. They actually gained yards.
And they'll probably run it again here.
I was going to say, repeat success. This time they run strong side of the field, unbalanced line to the left. Man in motion. Straight hand or straight snap to the running back. Once again, that's Kelsey. He's going to come up short. It's going to be 4th down and about 1.5 yards, according to the officials on the field. And let's see if the Tigers go for it here. They're bringing in the big guy, number 32, Ta Ossie.
Shane Curtis was one of those on the stop for West Plains that time. He really had a good game last week against Parkview in West Plains.
Tigers play clock down to 22. They've got lots of time. I don't think they started it quite right. Anyway, 4th and about 2. Tigers line up in the unbalanced line to the right side. Zizzers try to get them to jump offside. They don't. Zizzers make a great play defensively. In there quickly on the stop, number 47 for West Plains. He was in the backfield about the time the ball was handed off. Dallas Roberts makes the stop. There's a loss on the play, and the Zizzers get it on a turnover on downs.
That's what happens, though, in short yardage. If you don't throw the ball or the other team doesn't respect your ability to throw the ball, they just pin their ears back, and here they come.
1st and 10 for the West Plains Zizzers at the 50-yard line. They lead 7-0. We've got 5:13 to go here in the first quarter from Waynesville. Jones in the shotgun, snap back, looking down the field. Pressure came, ducked underneath one, threw it with his left hand. Are they going to call that a pass? The official is indicating that it is a incomplete forward pass, so it is a 2nd down and 10, and the Zizzers caught a break with that one.
I don't know if it is outside the pocket or if it's outside the hash mark. I think he was clear on both that time, but in the past you've seen that flag for
intentional grounding, especially when you throw it with your other hand. Jones, quick pitch, left side. That's the other
Taylor.
sophomore. That's Taylor. Yeah, Jackson Taylor. He picks up about 8 on the pitch, and that takes it down to about they're going to give him 9 down to the 41. So it's going to bring up a 3rd down and a short yard. And you think number 44 might get this one?
There's possibility of that, but it's just third down. We may see a play-action pass and a bomb here.
Yeah. Houston's in the lineup. Kinslow, they're both going to the left side. They're in the I formation. Taylor's the tailback. He gets it on the straight handoff. He's got the first down and more as he crosses the 40 down to the 35. So it's another 1st and 10 for the West Plains Zizzers, running right behind that offensive line, and Howell leading the way from the fullback position.
Good blocking. Really good blocking up front, and that was pure old-fashioned North and South football right there. Jackson Taylor, the sophomore, he showed a little bit of grit, kept those pads down, and got the ball upfield. It's easily a first down at the 35-yard line of Waynesville.
Tigers defensively, 4-man front, 2 linebackers. Now we got a flag. What do we got here? That one came out of nowhere.
That came quick.
Yeah. Maybe a legal substitution. Somebody line up. Oh, they got a warning. Sideline warning. Back them up. Back them up.
Good. Somebody besides us got a sideline warning. Good. I thought we were the only ones that got that. We've had about 12 of them this year.
So a sideline warning. So the next time it'll be a 5-yard penalty if the players can't get in the box or the white area. Coaches can, players can't. 1st and 10 from the 35-yard line. Zizzers come to the line of scrimmage. 2 receivers right, 1 receiver left. 2 running backs with Jones. Jones looks for the quick slant. There's Kinslow. He turns the outside, stiff arm down the sideline. Kinslow is going to go in for the touchdown from 35 yards out. They're saying he stepped out of bounds.
One official is saying that. The other official will signal touchdown.
Well,
looks like they're going to give him the touchdown.
I've not seen an indication, but the Zizzers think they've scored because they're going to the extra point. So we're going to say it was a touchdown from 35 yards out. Kinslow from Jones. The officials, did you ever see touchdown indicated?
Yes.
Oh, okay. I did not see that. So
the back judge going back on this side of the upright.
So Kinslow goes in from 35 yards out. Cobb in to attempt the extra point. Jones to hold. Left-footed kicker. Kicks up. It's through. It's good. It's 14-0. We'll be back in a minute here on the radio. KKDY 102.5.
Respiratory care is what Ozarks Health medical equipment is all about. At times, doctors may recommend an AffloVest for movement and management of secretions. Often, patients need help with movement of excessive congestion. The team at Ozark Healthcare Medical Equipment will be there to help every step of the way on a journey to better health. Ozarks Healthcare Medical Equipment cares. It's in their name, located in West Plains, 1703 West 8th Street.
Bailey Chevy and GMC, home of the Bailey factory.
No matter the season, you need a truck that stands the test of time. From scorching summer roads to winter's icy grip, count on a truck from Bailey Chevrolet GMC for power and reliability. With a truck from Bailey, be ready for every adventure life throws your way.
This is John Bailey of Bailey Chevrolet GMC in beautiful downtown Willow Springs. Find new roads where the Bailey factor works for you.
The Zizzers play here on today's Hot New Country KDY.
Paul Knight back here with Harlan Hutchinson. We got a 14-0 ball game, 3:35 to go, first quarter. Zizzers on top. Cobb to kick it away, and last one was a low-line driver that was fielded very well by the Tigers and taken all the way out to the 45-yard line. But they haven't done anything since then. Cobb kicks another low-line driver. It bounces at the 20, kicks around at the 17. Picked up by Mounts. And he's up to this time only to the 34-yard line, but it's 1st and 10 for the Tigers from their own side of the 34.
All right, so Kickapoo and Bolivar are playing tonight. What would you guess the score is?
I'm going to say Kickapoo's up 2 scores already.
After one, I assume after one quarter, thereabouts. It is Kickapoo 14, Bolivar nothing. You better stop and buy a lottery ticket on
Yeah, I better. That's what happens when you have a flip phone. You get all that information.
I see.
Yeah. Tigers 1st and 10 at their own 34. Zizzers defensively. They have nine guys within 2 yards and then 2 guys that are 5 yards deep. Direct handoff to the big guy back in the back. That's Aussie. And Aussie, wearing number 32, he's one of the seniors, picks up about 3, and that brings up second down and a 7 for the Waynesville Tigers from their own 37-yard line.
The game is determined up front along the line of scrimmage, and right now West Plains has far the better of it across the front on both sides of the ball.
Yes, offensively, defensive line of the Zizzers have dominated so far. Tigers come to the line of scrimmage. This time they're out of the single wing. We've got 2 wide receivers. We may see a pass.
Maybe an option even.
Oh, he dropped the ball, so he's not going to throw it. He picks it up and gets close to the line of scrimmage. That's the little sophomore back there at quarterback position, Mounts, and he picks up nothing, and it's going to bring up 3rd down and 7. And that may be why they don't do that.
Jackson Hunter on the tackle that time, and so that'll bring up 3rd down and long. They got to get the ball markers on the 44-yard line, so they've got 7 to go if they're going to pick up a 1st down here, and they're in deep. Anytime they have long yardage, they're going to be up against it a little bit.
Yes, they are. They come to the line of scrimmage in the, I'm going to call it unbalanced line, man in motion. Inside straight dive to the big running back, and Aussie picks up a 1st down as he crosses the 44. They're going to mark him at the 44.5, and that's enough for a Tiger 1st and 10. They're first of the ball game with 1:52 to go here in quarter number 1. Now they're going to look at it. I think they're going to say, nope, they're going to bring in the chains.
I don't think they made it.
You don't think? You may be right, Harlan. They marked it short of the 44 instead of on the 44. So it could be a 4th down and short or 1st and 10 as the chains come out. Harlan, talk a little bit about, we talked about it before the game started. Next year, West Plains will be in the new Ozark Mountain Conference.
Pretty interesting story, and there's more being added to it. We're thinking, well, we have 6 teams in the conference. We may have more by next year, and that may be happening a little bit faster than what we even thought.
We may have more teams in it by the end of next week. It is a 1st down for the Tigers. They got it by the length of the number on the football. It's 1st and 10 for the Tigers. They're first of the ball game. Clock stopped with 1:42 to go in the first quarter. Zizzers on top, 14-0 here in Waynesville. Waynesville, you look outside and all their banners, their track and field, and even their football program. State champions in 2007 in Class 5A. And they've gone through some tough times the last several years. Straight handoff or a straight snap back to the quarterback, the little sophomore, picks up good yardage as he crosses the 50 all the way down to the Zizzer 48. So 2 plays, 2 good gains for the Tigers, and the sophomore quarterback or running back comes to the sideline with a limp.
As Waynesville kind of caved in the right side, and that gave the quarterback, Aiden Mouse, plenty of room. Now they're looking at 2nd down and short.
Second down and short, 2 yards, and they got the big guy back there, Aussie, the senior. He's going to take the snap this time, and he's going to the ball's on the ground, and it looks like nobody but the West Plains Zizzers are even close to it. West Plains has 5 guys on the football, and it's West Plains ball at their own 48-yard line, so the Zizzers take advantage there with a turnover and stop what little momentum the Tigers had.
Lawson on the recovery for West Plains. He was on the bottom of that pile of white shirts. Nobody in orange was even near it.
There was nobody close in the orange shirts. West Plains has it 1st and 10. Less than a minute to go in the first quarter. Zizzers are up 14-0. Jones is going to go under center. 2 receivers to the right side, Houston and Kinslow. Inside handoff, they give it to Hal. Hal says, let me just run up the middle and run over people, run around people, run over people again. Down to the 30-yard line, the big guy picks up, 23? No, 28. I can't add, Arlen. Help me.
21.
21, thank you. You're good at those numbers. I'm not.
I knew you'd stumble into it pretty quick.
I did. I stumbled all over that one. Zizzers have it 1st and 10 at the Tiger 30-yard line. They bring Houston and Kinslow into the backfield and send the running backs out to the slot receivers. They're going to throw a slant. That's a lateral. You better get on that. That's a lateral. And they call it an incomplete pass. We caught a break there.
Man.
And now the official's coming over here to the sideline. He's indicating it was a lateral pass.
Well, the referee was standing back there, and he didn't call it.
He didn't call it, and the side judge is saying, and we could see it from here, it's a good thing they don't have replay in high school.
Yep, because that would be going the other way right now.
That was a definite lateral that nobody in West Plains had any idea to get on top of, and it brings up a 2nd down and 10, and the Zizzers caught a break. After they get the turnover, they almost turned it right back over to the Tigers. Zizzers have it 2nd down and 10 from the 30. And the Waynesville coaches don't seem to be too upset. Play clock at 6. Game clock at 24. Jones under center. Going to throw it out there to Kinslow. He gets a block from Houston, and there's a block in the back. They call 2 blocks in the back. Then he fumbles the ball but gets on top of it, and it's going to be a penalty against the West Plains Zizzers as well as a short gain of only 3 yards. So let's see what they do here, because they could take the play and bring up 3rd and 7, or do they take the penalty? I bet they take the penalty. Hold. West Plains. So they'll mark this off from the 30-yard line, so that'll take it back to the 40. So the Zizzers are having a little trouble here hanging on to the football and hanging on to other people. Ball back at the 40 where it's going to be 2nd down and 20 for the West Plains offense. Jones gets the play from the sideline. Zizzers come to the line of scrimmage. Kinslow. Stauffer. They're going to throw to the other side. We got offside called against West Plains. So somebody lined it up in the neutral zone. It was number 13. The wide receiver was offsides. That is Jacob Moore, who lined up in the neutral zone. And I saw him look at the official to ask if he was all right. And obviously he wasn't. So it's another 5-yard penalty, and it's going to be 2nd down and 25. Now from the 45-yard line, they got to get all the way to the 20 for a 1st down.
I don't think the official has to confirm anything.
I don't know about that. I just know that they always ask if they're on the line of screen pass. Kinslow gets it, runs into his own man, and then he runs into a bunch of Tigers, and that's a gain of about 3. So it's going to bring up a 3rd down and about 17 or 20. But that's the end of the quarter. We'll be back in 1 minute here on the radio. KKDY 102.5.
No matter whether it's a scorching 99 outside or a shivering 22 degrees, Kubota MX cab tractors at Edgelern Harbor Farm Equipment will keep you comfortable, plus deliver the optimal power to get the job done. Right now on Kubota M-Series, get 0 down, no interest for 60 months through October 31st. See us or go to KubotaUSA.com for full disclaimer.
Remember, we are names you can trust. Edgelern, Harper, and Kubota, West Plains, and Mountain Grove.
As your American Family Insurance agent in West Plains, I'm looking out for what matters to you, even when nothing's wrong. This is Jordan Puckett, agent. Call me at 417-505-7138, and let's talk about your insurance needs today. Contact Jordan Puckett, agent, at 1522 Porter Wagner Boulevard in West Plains, or call 417-505-7138 today.
American Family Insurance.
American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI, and its operating company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
Ozark Conference football excitement continues now with the Zizzers on KDY.
Paul Knight back here with Harlan Hutchinson. We're in Waynesville, Missouri, where the West Plains Zizzers lead the Waynesville Tigers 14-0 at the end of the first quarter. Unfortunately, West Plains is looking at a 3rd and 21 from the Tiger 42-yard line. They got to get all the way to the 20 or the 21-yard line for a 1st and 10. Jones in the backfield. He's going to drop the throw. He throws a quick slant, and it's dropped there by number 13 once again. That's Jacob Moore. The ball was right in his hands. It hit him and went to the ground. He looked like he could play for the Chiefs. As that ball hit the ground, and it brings up 4th down, and the Zizzers are going to punt it away.
Well, they've got a chance now. They can pin Waynesville back if they do decide, that is, to punt this ball.
The Jones is back to punt, so you always have an opportunity, but you're also looking at a 4th and 21. Howell's the up back. Jones looks to the sideline. Snap back. It's a good one. He's going to punt. Nice high punt. Going to be hit the ground and takes a West Plains bounce down inside. Oh, and really took a good bounce all the way down to around the 6-yard line, where it's going to be down by the Zizzers. So the Tigers have it 1st and 10 at their own 6-yard line. Nice punt there by Jones.
That time the outside defender on the wide guy on the punt team for West Plains did not jam him. He just let him go by and just curled down the field, down the middle, and he had probably an acre of room around him. So later on, we may see
may throw the ball. Yeah, I saw that too. Because he was wide.
He didn't do anything to slow him down or stay with him.
Tigers have it 1st and 10 at their own 5. Snap back, unbalanced line. They hand off to the scat back, number 20, who did a pretty good job there in the first quarter running the football. That is Michael Kelsey, and he picked up about 4. Now let's give him 3 out to the 9-yard line. So it's 2nd down and 7 for the Tigers from their own 9. We're in the second quarter. Zizzers are on top 14-0. Tigers come to the line, unbalanced line to the left. Quick snap. I don't think anybody was set. And all of a sudden there's a running back in the secondary, and they better hurry because he's down the sideline. Kinslow can outrun him, and he did. Drug him down all the way down to the Zizzers 39-yard line. So that's the first big play of the night for the Tigers as number 20, Michael Kelsey, picked up, well, let's see, 50, 39, or 31 plus 10, 11, 42. Is that close?
Sounds good to me.
All right, good enough. You're the number guy.
Well.
1st and 10 for the Waynesville Tigers from the Zizzer 39-yard line. Back in the single wing. See who gets this ball. Straight snap back to the sophomore running back, number 12. That's, did you say Mouse?
Mouse is high.
Mouse, yeah. And he picks up 4 down to the 35, where it's going to be 1st or 2nd down and about 6 for the Tigers.
Alex Judd made the tackle on the play after a relatively short gain. They've got to get it to the West Plains 29. It sits right now on the Zizzers 35 with 10:28 to go in the first half. And West Plains up by 2 scores, 14-zip.
Tigers come to the line of scrimmage. They've got them all within 4 yards of each other. Snap. And we got a sweep. And the sweep's not going to work very well because Briggs Houston at 6'6", 220 said, you can't block me. I'm going to tackle you in the backfield. There's a loss of 3 as number 10 gets in the backfield, drops the running back for the loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down and 9.
You don't think about it very much, but when Briggs lines up on that outside, like an outside linebacker, that's a pretty big rangy dude to have to contend with out there, and he's quick. He got across the line of scrimmage and caused the loss on the play.
I was going to say, Briggs has moved up to that outside linebacker defensive end position, and he is a specimen out there on that perimeter. 3rd down and 9. Tigers snap back. Mouse has it, he picked up the 1st down as he made people miss all the way down to the 28.5-yard line. So that's another 1st down for the Tigers at the West Plains 28. They're going to mark it 1st and 10.
Well, as we were talking about how West Plains was ruling the line of scrimmage the first couple of series, they're not right now. Waynesville is moving them off the football, and that was a nice run. They needed 6, and they picked up, it looks like 7 on the play.
Mouse ran the ball pretty well for the little sophomore. I say little, he's 5. They list him at 5'7", 140. He's going to take the snap this time. He's going to pitch wide to the Kinsley. Kinsley's going to have to outrun everybody, and this time he can't. As the Zizzers come up quickly from the outside, Kinslow, along with number 75 for West Plains, I forgot, that's Lopez. And it's a loss of 4 as the defense got there this time quickly and made the tackle for no gain, or a loss of 4 on the play.
Waynesville hasn't done any misdirection at all tonight, so the instinct is to just chase the herd, and that's pretty much worked so far. But when you line up 8, 9 guys on the line of scrimmage, if they get through that initial line, you can see them break one off like they did just a little while ago.
Zizzers have 10 people within 5 yards of the line. This time they did run the counter, and the ball was carried there by number 2. That's Brandon Howard, and Howard is lucky if he picked up a yard. They're going to mark him no gain on the play, and that's going to bring up 3rd down and about 13 as they try the misdirection that time. in the backfield. No gain on the play.
I would expect to see them try to run the option play maybe at some point tonight because they've got the guy in the backfield to pitch the ball to. So let's see what they do here. It's going to be 3rd and 13.
Moust and Kelsey in the backfield. 3rd and 13. They're going to throw. They're going to throw a slant. Oh, that's 6. That's a touchdown for Houston as he's going to go 65 yards with the pitch and catch or the interception and return. And the Zizzers get an easy 7 on that one. And Houston looked like he knew the play.
70 yards on the interception return for the touchdown. 7:32 here in the first half. In the second quarter, 20-0. West Plains on top, and Briggs was just sitting there waiting, and it came right to him.
That's probably why Waynesville doesn't throw the ball very often.
And we may not see another pass tonight.
Probably not. Zizzers line up for the extra point in the, I don't know what the formation is, but there's a bunch of them on the left and 2-3 guys on the right. And they've got one guy standing out there. See him out there by himself, but they found him.
Pitt State, they call this the swinging gate.
Swinging gate, yes, that's right, swinging gate. Speaking of that, I saw where the Gorillas are ranked number 2 in the country in Division II.
They're back.
Cobb to attempt the extra point. High snap, kicks away, looks good, is good. We'll be back in a minute here on the radio, KKDY 102.5.
If you own one truck to a fleet of trucks, TLG Peterbilt understands that when you have one broke down, it's more than lost time. Here at TLG Peterbilt, uptime all the time means we have the right parts for all models of trucks and trailers to get your truck back on the road and your drivers home for the game. Hey, this is Damon with TLG Peterbilt in Willow Springs. We proudly support our West Plains Zizzers. Visit us at tlgtrucks.com or on Highway 60 in Willow Springs.
Pepperoni just makes everything better, don't you think? Right now, Domino's Pizza in West Plains and Mountain Grove has a mix and match deal. Choose any 2 or more items, including the new pepperoni stuffed cheesy bread for only $6.99 each. Try the tasty sensation with pepperoni stuffed in Domino's yummy cheesy bread. Domino's in West Plains and Mountain Grove with pepperoni stuffed cheesy bread. Domino's. Oh, yes, we did.
It's back to the field for more Zizzer football action on Hot Country KDY.
Paul Knight back with Harlan Hutchinson. We got 7:32 to go in the first half. Zizzers lead 21-0 after the interception return by Houston. Cobb to kick it away from the 40. Another low liner, going to bounce at the 25, right to the running back at the 20. He's up to cross the 30. To the 35, maybe to the 37, 38-yard line, where the Tigers will have it 1st and 10 on their possession. Number 12 is getting a workout.
He is. It seems like every time you look up, he's got the ball in his hands.
5'8", 140 sophomore, and he's got the ball a lot.
That's kind of charitable, don't you think?
Yes.
5'8", 140?
Yeah, because he looks like he's about... Well, we're not going to go there.
5'6", 120?
Yeah, maybe 120. Tigers come to the line of scrimmage. Unbalanced line to the right side. Just defensively. Motion man, inside hand or in a strict snap. And Aussie tries to run up the middle, and he's got nowhere to go. In fact, well, they're going to mark him. He got to the line of scrimmage, but he ends up on his back 7 yards deep. And it's going to be 2nd down and still 10 as the officials wait for the ball to be marked. And the officials are talking to both teams, maybe a little extracurricular activity going on down there.
Shane Curtis, one of those on the stop that time, and Landon Bryant. It'll be 2nd down and long.
2nd and 10 from the 38. Tigers, unbalanced line to the right side. That's where all the running backs are. Snap back. They give it to nobody as Aussie tries to get to the outside. He gets the corner turn. Briggs Houston runs him down from behind with a little help from Kinslow. And there's a pickup of about 10 on the play. And let's see if they're going to mark him for a 1st and 10, or is it going to be 3rd and 1? They're going to look at it, and they're going to say,
no, that's 1st down.
1st down. Good call, Harlan. You're 2 for 2 tonight on those.
Well, I was watching the referee, and I could tell the way he was turning that he was just going to call it a first down and not mess with it. He's got things to do tonight, so
they're probably a Rolla crew. 1st and 10 for the Tigers from their own 48. Unbalanced line to the left side. Snap back to the running back, Kelsey. Kelsey's got a little hole. In fact, he's got a big hole, and he may go unless Stauffer can run him down. He can, but it's a little too late. He gets to the end zone, and that's a touchdown for the Tigers from 52 yards out with 6:04 to go in the first half.
Tell you, if they get by the front line, because basically you're playing like a goal line defense out in the midfield. And once they get by the front line, you better hope they don't, because they've got kids that can do that. That was a really nice run and the first touchdown of the night. And the Tigers finally get on the board with Michael Kelsey Jr.
We got an official conversation here. I don't know what's going on, but the officials are talking to each other, and the Zizzers are defensively standing at the extra point line, which is the 3-yard line in high school. And let's see what we got here. I didn't see a flag.
They're going to call something.
Oh, sideline warning.
Oh, that's a penalty.
That's a 5-yard penalty, and they're going to do it on the extra point. So we got a extra point attempt now from the 15-yard line instead of the 12-yard line, and I can't see the number of the kicker. It's a low digit. 14's a holder. That's Castro. And the Tigers are going to go for the extra point. Waiting for the referee to signal continue play. They're going to bring pressure up the middle. Kicks up, looks good, is good. We'll be back in 1 minute here on the radio, KKDY 102.5.
It starts out so small and harmless. Just a little blemish on the windshield. Then one day you climb in your car and your windshield looks like a road map. Crack after crack from side to side, top to bottom, and points in between. Don't let that happen. Go see Kevin at SMP Quality Auto Glass. He can fix rock chips and prevent it from running a race across your windshield. If you didn't catch it in time, don't worry, he installs new windshields too. SMP Quality Auto Glass. Show us your crack.
If you happen to be in an accident, keep this in mind. You have a choice in who tows your vehicle, so make the right choice and call 256-7628 for J&J Recovery and Towing of West Plains. They answer the calls 24/7. They will get to you fast and take your vehicle to the destination of your choosing. So if you're in a wreck, breakdown, or whatever reason you might need a tow, make the right choice and call J&J Recovery and Towing 256-7628.
Football continues now on Hot Country KDY.
Paul Knight back here with Harlan Hutchinson, number 39. That's Tyree Finn. Kicked the extra point. He's set to kick off for the Tigers. Back deep for the Zizzers. It's a high one. It's going to be a short kick. It's going to be fielded by nobody. It hit the ground. It goes out of bounds at the 9.
What a break.
What a break for the Zizzers. That's do they get it at the 25 or the 40?
I believe we get it at the 35.
35? That's where one official's headed. But the ball goes out of bounds as neither one of the Zizzers wanted to catch it, and they marked the ball out of bounds. That's a penalty, and it'll be 1st and 10 for the West Plains Zizzers.
Well, they make them kick it again.
Oh, I don't think they do that. Well, you never know.
Nope, they're going to take the ball.
They're going to take the ball. Yes, they are. Illegal procedure against the Tigers. And where are we going to mark it? They're going to mark it at the 35-yard line. So it's 1st and 10 West Plains at the 35. So the offense is back out on the field for the Zizzers as they lead 21-7 with 5:58 to go here in the first half.
Something people may or may not know, but each team uses their own football.
Yes.
So once the possession is over, once you kick off, they'll throw that ball out and bring one in from the West Plains sideline. When you're on offense, you have your own ball to use.
And now the Zizzers want the ball in the middle of the field rather than on the right hash. Let's see. Kinslow and Houston go wide right. Tight end goes left. Howell and Wilson in the backfield. Wilson crosses the 45-yard line. He's got the first down +4, and it's another first down West Plains all the way to the 50. So that's a gain of 15 by the sophomore running back on the first play of the drive.
First time we've seen them just run a raw sweep, and that time it worked really well. Good blocking leading Remy Wilson, who cut it upfield quick.
Good run there by Wilson. Wilson's done a good job running the football. Now they've got in number 24, that's Jackson Taylor, and they're still in the split backfield. This time they pitched left side to Taylor, and he's got nowhere to go, and he's going to lose 2 as the Waynesville Tigers were in the backfield about the time he caught the pitch. He was fortunate he didn't lose 5, and it's going to be 2nd down and 12 from the West Plains 30 or 48-yard line. Clock running at 5:15 to go here in the second quarter.
A lot of leakage over on the left side of the line that time, as opposed to the previous play. The Zizzers did not wall that off. They gave up too much penetration, and that play was doomed to be a 2-yard loss.
Zizzers go back to the offset eye. Jones under center, takes a snap, hands off deep to Wilson. Wilson's in the secondary. Wilson's close to first down, but flag comes thrown in there where you're going to see an offensive hold, and I think they've got somebody from West Plains with they're indicating a hold against West Plains. Now, is that going to be from the spot of the foul, or is that going to be from the previous spot? Holding West Plains.
Well, let's see if it's from the
They're going to mark it from the previous spot, so it's going to cost us a first down, but it's going to bring up a 2nd down and 9 after the penalty because of the hold was 13 yards downfield. So it's 2nd down and 9 from the Tiger 49-yard line. Clock stopped or running now at 4:42 to go in the second quarter. Kinslow, Houston go right. 2 backs in the backfield with Jones. Jones looks to throw. Oh, my gosh. He's wide open. Houston catches it at the 30, dropped at the 26-yard line, and there was nobody out there. I mean, literally nobody was out there.
To say they bid on the play-action fake would be an understatement.
Yeah. They mark him down at the 28 instead of the 26, where it's going to be 1st and 10 West Plains. We're inside 4:30 to go in the first half. Zizzers on top, 21-6, threatening to score again. Kinslow, Houston go white to the left side. Stauffer to the right side. Jones, inside fake, slant to Houston, and he dropped one. Don't see that very often. Ball hit him in the hands, comes out, and it's going to be 2nd down and 10 from the 28-yard line. And Houston's looking at himself thinking, I don't do that very often.
He tried to kind of trap it on his hip, but he just couldn't get a handle on it. Ball maybe just a little tad behind him, but that's one that he'll catch most of the time.
2nd down and 10. Clock stopped at 4:09 to go in a half. Houston, Kinslow go right. Stauffer goes left. Jones gives the ball to Wilson. Wilson up the middle. Wilson crosses the 15, down inside the 15 to about the 14-yard line, where he's going to be brought down, and that's enough for a first down. And the sophomore running back is doing an excellent job of turning it upfield and getting positive yards. Ball at the 14-yard line.
Can get another first down inside the 5 here.
Do you give the ball to Wilson again?
Sure.
Why not?
Why not? Absolutely.
Yeah. Wilson to the left. Jones in the backfield. Motion man is Kinslow. Guess it. Wilson up the middle again. Wilson inside the 10, down to about the 7. And Harlan mentioned it earlier. Our offensive line is winning the battle up front against the Tigers defense right now, and they have most of the evening when we've run the football. Going to be a 2nd down and about 3. The ball's resting at the 7. They got to get to the 4 for a first down. They got to get 7 for a touchdown.
They had a lot of success running the ball to the right, so let's see if they keep going that way.
This time they've got Jackson in there, and he's on the left side of the quarterback. That sets up a run to the left, to the right, and guess where? They're going to run to the right, and Jackson goes in from 7 yards out. Touchdown West Plains. It's now 27 to 6, and we're going to attempt the extra point with 2:59 to go here in the first half.
7-yard touchdown run, and they have definitely spotted something on the right side there that they're taking big advantage of. And it was smooth sailing for Jackson Taylor as he turned the right corner. He didn't have much resistance, and now West Plains up 27-7. Will we go for 2, or will we kick it?
I'll bet we kick it.
That would seem to be the smart money here.
Jackson Taylor goes 7 yards, and we're going to kick the extra point. Cobb in there. He's 3 for 3 throws so far. And why did you do that, Paul? You just jinxed him. But it's good. Zizzers on top, 28-7. We'll be back in 1 minute here on the radio, KKDY 102.5.
For anything you need around the office, think Bureau. Office furniture? Think Bureau. Pens, paper, forms? Think Bureau. Cleaning and janitorial supplies? Think Bureau. Need supplies but you don't have time to get it? Think Bureau. They deliver. So for anything you need for the office, think Bureau. Stop by and see them just off the square in West Plains or online at thinkbureau.com. Bureau, 202 West Main in West Plains.
Did you know periodic maintenance is needed to keep your well pump and pressure tank running as they should? A to Z Pump Service offers parts and maintenance for your well. Have your well, tank, and pump checked annually. Stay ahead of potential problems and save money with regular maintenance. Call A to Z Pump Service and schedule your well maintenance today. 417-256-8089. A to Z Pump Service. We are pumping to please.
Now it's more Zizzer football excitement on Hot Country KDY.
Paul Knight back here with Hudson. We got a 28-7 ball game. 3 minutes to go in the first half, and it's another ground ball. It's going to be fielded to the 34, and he just falls on it. So no return, but the Tigers have it. 1st and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
Tell you what, Paul, we've been here on plenty of an October night when the wind will be blowing and it'll be bitter cold. It's 58 degrees right now. It was temperatures dropped noticeably since kickoff time, but 58, and a lot of you can live with that.
Yes, you can. A lot of short sleeves out there.
There are.
Not in the stands, but on the field. 1st and 10 for the Tigers. They're in the unbalanced line motion man. They're fake to him. They give it the ball up the middle to the big guy, and Ossie gets maybe 2. They're going to mark him out to the 36, 37-yard line. And we got a timeout on the field taken by somebody, and we'll be back in 1 minute here on the radio, KKDY 102.5.
There are 2 types of to-dos. To-dos you want to do and to-dos you gotta do. Hopping on your Coyote tractor to plow a little patch of heaven on your land is a wanna-do. But flossing before a dentist appointment so they don't suspect that flossing is a never-do, that's a gotta do. For all the to-dos you want to do, check out the many models of hard-working Coyote CS, CX, and CK tractors. For the gotta do's, well, Godspeed. Coyote, we dig dirt. Stop in and see my parents, Scott and Crystal Brown, at Lynch Equipment in West Plains.
What's your next dream? Paying off your credit card? Remodeling your kitchen? Exploring the rainforest of Costa Rica? Whatever your dreams, they take some planning. I'm State Farm Agent Justin Shelby, and I'm right here to help lend a hand. As your local neighbor, I can help you look at things you want to save for, come up with a plan to make those savings goals happen. Because your money should work just as hard as you do to achieve your dreams. So whether it's being debt-free or free to roam the world, call me, State Farm Agent Justin Shelby, today. Like a good neighbor, Justin Shelby State Farm is there.
The Zizzers play here on today's Hot New Country KDY.
Paul Knight back here with Harlan Hutchinson. The Zizzers took the timeout with 2:45 to go in the second quarter, up by a score of 28-7, hoping that they might be able to stop the Tigers and get the ball back and put some more points on the board. 2nd down and 7, the ball at the, we'll call it the 37-yard line. Inside a snap, going to try a little sweep. The running back gets across the 40 to the 42, 41-yard line, so that's a pickup of about 3 or 4. And that's going to bring up a 3rd down and about 4 for the Tigers, and the Zizzers let the clock run. We're inside 2:25, and the Tigers are hurrying to the line of scrimmage. Maybe they want to try to put points on the board. And bounce line to the right side, motion man. Straight handoff to the big guy up the middle. Ossie is not going to get, well, depends on which official they mark. The far guy has it first down. The near guy has it short by a yard. And which one are they going to use? We got a timeout by somebody.
And maybe stopping it to measure the...
Oh, they take a timeout to mark the ball, and they use the guy on the near sideline, and I think he's got it marked. They gave him a first down.
Wow.
Whoa.
Okay.
Okay. Mark it at the 49. Mark it at the 44-yard line. 1st and 10 Tigers. We're inside 2 minutes to go in the first half. Tigers have the ball and have gotten the first down. There's the big guy, Hussey. Runs to the sideline. Kinslow says, "You can't outrun me." He runs him out of bounds, a gain of about 2, and brings up a second down and about 8, and they keep the clock running. That I don't understand, but we'll like it. Tigers have the ball at their own 45. 2nd down and 9. They get to the line of scrimmage in a hurry. Zizzers defensively. 8 men on the line of scrimmage. The big guy, Ossie, again, gets nowhere as the Zizzers defensive line is doing a super job of stacking things up and allowing the linebacker to come up and clean things up. And it's no gain, and the Zizzers take time out again to stop the clock with 1:27 to go. We'll be back in a minute here on the radio, KKDY 102.5.
Rooted in our communities, Simmons goes beyond banking. We're your friendly neighbor. Committed to fostering strong community bonds, we proudly invest in our local schools. When you're in need of banking services, Simmons Bank is here for you. Whether you're striving towards your goals or aiming for financial success, count on Simmons Bank to be your partner every step of the way. To discover a nearby branch, simply visit simmonsbank.com. Simmons Bank, member FDIC.
This is Roadrunner for Junkyard Dog. You got your ears on? Come on. 10-4. What can I do for you? I just passed you, son. Where'd you get all that chrome and them chicken lights? Come back. Rick's Truck Repair. They got the biggest selection of chrome and LED lights within 100 miles, and they're my go-to place for repair, so I'm not down for long. Mercy me, my Rick's got some issues. What's there, 20? They're on South 63 in West Plains next to Highland Dairy. This is the Roadrunner, and I am headed to Rick's Truck Repair. I am gone.
All night back here with Harlan Hutchinson. We got a 3rd down and 9 for the Tigers from their own 44-yard line. Snap back, inside handoff. Nowhere to go for the running back, number 20. I think that's Kelsey. And he's stopped for no gain, actually a loss on the play. And the Zizzers use their last time out to stop the clock with 1:19 to go. We'll be back in a minute here on the radio, KKDY 102.5.
The Ozarks Healthcare team cares about your athlete's health. That's why there's a doctor on call 24 hours a day, 7 days a week to care for the unpredictable injuries. Ozarks Healthcare has a team of 8 orthopedic, spine, and podiatry providers to care for your athletes. The OZH team sends best wishes to all athletes for safe play and exceptional sportsmanship. For more information about OZH Podiatry as well as OZH Orthopedic and Spine, visit www.ozarkshealthcare.com.
It's where to go and buy your car. Great service and best price by far. In West Plains Mo, it's where we are. Taylor Grubaugh Chevrolet in West Plains.
Hi, this is Taylor Grubaugh with Taylor Grubaugh Chevrolet Buick and GMC in West Plains. Growing up here in the Ozarks, my grandfather and dad both taught me the true meaning of an honest deal that always ended with a handshake. So visit Taylor Grubaugh Chevrolet Buick and GMC in West Plains, where a handshake still means something.
Find new roads today.
Paul Hyatt back here with Harlan Hutchinson. It's a punt, and the ball's going to go out of bounds inside the 20. Not a very good kick, but it was an effective one as it no return. So the Zizzers have it 1st and 10 at their own 19, 1:12 to go. And Harlan, I'm going to put you on the spot. Right? What do you do here? You try to score?
You
throw it.
Throw it is what you do. No time.
You find number 10, number 2, or number 1.
You have no timeouts, but the clock will stop as they move the chains, and you'll have time to line up. And if you want to stop the clock, you just spike it. But no, not with this matchup, not with these guys on offense, not with Isaiah Jones throwing it, and guys out on the perimeter that can catch the ball.
4 wide receivers. Jones throws a quick out intended for Kinslow. He overthrows that one, and it stops the clock. second down and 10 from the 19-yard line, 1:08 to go in the first half.
All right, let me ask you this. If, taking for granted you're going to throw the football, Waynesville is going to drop back in probably zone coverage, so what do you look for there?
You look for something right around the hash marks. Because the linebackers have to drop, and the safety's got to come back or drop back. So you look to throw the ball right around the hash mark someplace. Jones rolls right, throws it to the outside. Kinslow catches it, but he's dropped immediately, and that's going to be a gain of 9, and that's going to keep the clock rolling. We're inside a minute to go. It's 3rd down and 1 or 3rd down and 2, and the ball gets away from the referee, and they're still letting the clock roll. Officials mark it down. Clock's at 45. Jones looks to the sideline. 3 receivers right, 1 receiver left. Jones is going to run it. Jones has got some room. Jones is in the secondary. How fast can Jones run to the sideline? He's smart. He got out of bounds. Nice play there by the quarterback as he ran out of bounds at the Tiger 40-yard line. So a big gain, but more importantly, stops the clock with 31 seconds to go here in the half, with the Zizzers with an opportunity to put some more points on the board.
Smart play by Isaiah Jones. He knew he wasn't going to get much more so. He made sure he got out of bounds, and with no timeouts, that's a big thing to stop the clock.
1st and 10 from the 40. Snap back. Jones looks to the slot. There's that slot. There's Briggs, and guess what, folks? Paul Knight just called touchdown. And the Zizzers go on top by a score of 34-7 with 21 seconds to go. I don't see any flags down. Do you?
None.
And they're all walking the other way, so the Zizzers get the touchdown with 21 seconds to go in a half. And if you throw it down the hash, good things will happen.
That time, that was a perfect throw, perfect route. And there's, again, that's the downside of playing zone. You get caught flat-footed back there, just covering an area. Meanwhile, Briggs Houston zips right back by you, catches the ball cutting across the field, and next thing you know, he's in the end zone.
They're not catching him. They may catch Jones, but they're not catching Houston. Cobb to attempt the extra point. Low snap, low kick, and they say it is good. We'll be back in a minute here on the radio, KKDY 102.5.
Hirsch Feed and Farm Supply, we have it all for you. Hirsch Feed and Farm Supply, where we love what we do.
Hey, this is Maddie. If you are looking for comfort, durability, and protection to get you through your workday, Ariat brand workwear and boots are up for the job. We have a large variety of the best boots for any job. Lace up or pull on, we have you covered. Plus, Ariat shirts, jackets, vests, work pants, sweatshirts, and hoodies.
Hirsch Feed and Farm Supply since 1974. Hirsch Feed and Farm Supply, we're more than a farm store.
This year, we considered hiring an ad agency to help with our marketing.
They pitched impressive visuals and a script that was inspiring. In the end, we just decided to tell it to you straight. Shelter Insurance has award-winning customer service at affordable rates.
Plus, our local agents are there to help you understand what coverage you need.
Your insurance is only as good as your agency, and we're one of the best in the nation. Dave Thomas Shelter Insurance, your friend in the insurance business.
SaveWithDave.com. Ozark Conference football excitement continues now with the Zizzers on KDY.
Paul Knight back here with Harlan Hudson. We got 21 seconds to go in the first half. Zizzers on top, 35-7. Cobb to kick it away. Guess what? It's a low liner along the ground, and it's going to be, what do we got here? We got a stop and play.
Offside.
Offside on us?
Flag on the far side.
Yep, you got it, Harlan. So we'll kick this one from the 35 now, and no time off the clock. West Plains will kick it again, this time from 5 yards back at the 35-yard line. And the Zizzers on top by 35-7 score. We've had to punt one time.
Yes.
We punted once, and we turned it over on downs once, I think. Cobb to kick it away. I bet this one's on the ground as well. Take me to Vegas. Oh, I would have lost. High kick that goes out of bounds, kicked out of bounds by the Tigers. So the Tigers will have the ball right at the 25-yard line. That ball was headed to the out-of-bounds line, but one of the Tigers tried to reach down and touch it. He kicks it out, and it's 1st and 10 for the Tigers from the 25-yard line with 20 seconds to go here in the half.
That cost them 10 yards, but it's probably not going to matter. They're probably going to take a knee and just in the half here.
Tigers in the orange and black. And I know they've gone through some tough times the last several years. And they've had a pretty proud history here in football, track, basketball, you name it. They've been pretty good until recently.
State champions in football 16 years ago.
Yeah, 07. Low snap. Ossie picks it up, turns the corner. He's going to be chased out of bounds by the Zizzers after a pickup of about 27. And then we've got a late hit out of bounds. So add 15 to that. That's going to take the ball to the Zizzers side of the football field. And it'll be 1st and 10 from somewhere near the West Plains 45-yard line. So you kind of shoot yourself in the foot with that one. Dead ball, personal foul against West Plains, hit out of bounds, and it'll be a walk-off of about 15 yards. I didn't see the guy that did that. It didn't really matter because they threw the flag. Zizzers defensively playing a little bit of a prevent, even though they're going to run it. They've thrown 1 or 2 passes tonight.
Well,
they threw one to us. Houston went 70 yards with it.
I'm trying to think when they threw another one.
I think that was the only one they threw, and they threw it to us for 70 and a touchdown. So the ball's at the 45 with 12 seconds to go in the half. Tigers come to the line of scrimmage. Unbalanced line to the right side. Snap back, inside handoff to Kinsley. Kinsley is tackled immediately at the line of scrimmage, and the Tigers take a timeout with 6 seconds to go. We'll be back in 30 seconds here on the radio, KKDY 102.5.
Since 1993, Howell County Habitat for Humanity has built 29 homes and will be starting their 30th this year. They do it to provide a decent and affordable place to live for partnered families. Habitat for Humanity brings people together to build homes, communities, and hope, celebrating 30 years in business. Find out more on Facebook and at the Habitat Restore on Porter Wagner Boulevard, or visit howellcountyhabitat.org.
It's back to the field for more Zizzer football action on Hot Country KDY.
Paul Knight back here with Harlan Hudson. We got 5 seconds to go in the first half. The Tigers have the ball at the West Plains 45-yard line. And as Harlan mentioned at the timeout, we'll probably see a run up the middle.
It wouldn't shock me. But
oh, wait a minute. They're lining up with 3 receivers to the left.
Oh, my.
1 receiver to the right. 2 men in the backfield. And the Zizzers spread out in the prevent defense. Snap back. Looking to throw. Steps up in the pocket. Quarterback, pressure comes. Throws it high down the field. Up in the air. It's caught by the Tigers. No. Incomplete. And that's the first half. So we got a 35-7 ball game at the end of the first half. Zizzers on top. We'll be back in 3 minutes here on halftime. KKDY 102.5.
Hey, Zizzer fan, tonight, after the game, tune in to the Fox 96.9 for The Locker Room Show with me, James Hurt. It's your opportunity to call in and talk about tonight's game, hand out game balls to deserving players, and give them the recognition that they deserve. It's every Friday night after the games on the Fox 96.9. It's The Locker Room Show with me, James Hurt, and I look forward to hearing from you.
More than just a tire store. Don's Auto Service.
Friendly and familiar faces are the first thing you'll see when you walk through the doors at Don's Auto Service in West Plains. Don's Auto Service makes sure their expert staff gets you the best and most qualified information on your vehicle repairs. Whether it's under the hood, maintenance, or tire related, they have you covered.
More than just a tire store. Don's Auto Service.
Hey Zither fans, I need you all to hear me. Hey everyone, this is Ashton Judd with Mizzou Tiger Basketball. It took me years of practice to get where I am today. I loved being a Zizzer and playing on a winning team. That's why I chose the winning team at Ozark Hills Insurance to take care of my insurance, and you should too. They have a team of agents that will treat you like family with the best coverage at the best price. Get a quote today from Ozark Hills Insurance with offers in West Plains and Mountain Home. Go Zizzers!
If you own one truck to a fleet of trucks, TLG Peterbilt understands that when you have one broke down, it's more than lost time. Here at TLG Peterbilt, uptime all the time means we have the right parts for all models of trucks and trailers to get your truck back on the road and your drivers home for the game. Hey, this is Damon with TLG Peterbilt in Willow Springs. We proudly support our West Plains Zizzers. Visit us at tlgtrucks.com or on Highway 60 in Willow Springs.
Something warm and delicious for lunch or dinner. What may that be?
San Juanero's Mexican-style chicken soup. Yum!
San Juanero's famous chicken soup. It's packed with good health and great Mexican flavor. It's full of shredded chicken and warm broth, Mexican rice, pico de gallo, avocado slices, a touch of enchilada sauce, and topped with fried tortilla strips. It's muy bueno. Try it at San Juanero's, just off Kentucky Avenue, next to the License Bureau.
Rooted in our communities, Simmons goes beyond banking. We're your friendly neighbor. Committed to fostering strong community bonds, we proudly invest in our local schools. When you're in need of banking services, Simmons Bank is here for you. Whether you're striving towards your goals or aiming for financial success, count on Simmons Bank to be your partner every step of the way. To discover a nearby branch, simply visit simmonsbank.com. Simmons Bank, member FDIC.
West Plains football continues now on Hot Country KDY.
Full night back here at halftime. The Zizzers lead by a score of 35-7 as they jumped out on the Tigers, jumped out 21-0 early in the second quarter. And as I said, they lead at half, 35-7 here in Waynesville. The scoring, reviewing quickly, here we go. With 7:16 to go in the first quarter, Houston got a 25-yard pass from Jones. That's Briggs Houston, Isaiah Jones. Cobb, and I can't remember his first name to save my life. I've looked at it 100 times. Reed Cobb kicked the extra point with 7-0. Then with 3:35 to go in the first quarter, Kinslow on a 35-yard pass from Jones. Cobb kicked the extra point. And at the end of one, West Plains led 14-0. Then to start the second quarter with 7:32 to go, Houston on a 70-yard interception return caught the ball in the flat, never was close to being caught. Cobb kicked the extra point. It was 21-0 at that time. However, the Tigers came right back down the field when Kelsey went in from 52 yards on a run around the left end. Ben kicked the extra point. It was 21-7 with less than 6 minutes, right at 6 minute mark to go in the half. Then with 2:59 to go in the first half, Taylor, number 24, made a nice little run around the right end of 7 yards. Cobb kicked the extra point. West Plains led at that time 28-7, and then they put the finishing touchings on things with 21 seconds to go in the second quarter when Houston, again, on a 40-yard pass from Jones, Cobb kicks the extra point. He's 5 for 5, and the Zizzers lead 35-7 at halftime. West Plains has dominated this football game up front. The only play that the Tigers have had any success with was one run by Kelsey of 52 yards. The rest of them have been basically no gain, 1 yard, 2 yards, 3 yards. Don't have the stats, but they don't have very many first downs. Zizzers lead 35-7 at halftime. The Waynesville Band is on the field. We'll be back in 4 minutes with more here at halftime on the radio, KKDY 102.5.
The switch is on to the Medicine Shop Pharmacy in West Plains. People are transferring their prescriptions to the Medicine Shop because they have free delivery within a 10-mile radius of West Plains. And they are a locally owned independent pharmacy with drive-through and curbside pickup. Switch to Medicine Shop Pharmacy, located next to Brookhaven Healthcare on Kentucky Avenue in West Plains. Online at westplains.medicineshop.com or download our RX local app to get more information, refill reminders, and more.
Now is the best time to save on 54 and 60 horsepower Kubota cab tractors at Edgeler and Harbor Farm Equipment in Mountain Grove and West Plains. The Kubota M-Series have been redesigned and re-equipped to make your job easier around the farm. Save on Kubota M-Series with 0 down, 0% interest for 60 months, now through October 31st. See us or go to KubotaUSA.com for full disclaimer.
Remember, we are names you can trust. Edgeler and Harper Farm Equipment and Kubota in West Plains and Mountain Grove.
As your American Family Insurance agent in West Plains, I'm looking out for what matters to you, even when nothing's wrong. This is Jordan Puckett, agent. Call me at 417-505-7138, and let's talk about your insurance needs today. Contact Jordan Puckett, agent, at 1522 Porter Wagner Boulevard in West Plains, or call 417-505-7138 today.
American Family Insurance.
American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI, and its operating company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
A rock chip. It starts out so small and harmless. Just a little blemish on the windshield. Then one day you climb in your car and your windshield looks like a road map. Crack after crack from side to side, top to bottom, and points in between. Don't let that happen. Go see Kevin at SMP Quality Auto Glass. He can fix rock chips and prevent it from running a race across your windshield. If you didn't catch it in time, don't worry, he installs new windshields too. SMP Quality Auto Glass. Show us your crack.
Pepperoni just makes everything better, don't you think? Right now, Domino's Pizza in West Plains and Mountain Grove has a mix and match deal. Choose any 2 or more items, including the new pepperoni stuffed cheesy bread for only $6.99 each. Try the tasty sensation with pepperoni stuffed in Domino's yummy cheesy bread. Domino's in West Plains and Mountain Grove with pepperoni stuffed cheesy bread. Domino's. Oh, yes, we did.
Shop and save the fall preview sale at Monty's Outdoors, a one-time sale where you'll find the newest Columbia, Hook, Life is Good, and Under Armour fall sportswear. Buy one, get one 50% off. Find men's, women's, and kids' shirts, hoodies, and fleece jackets. Buy one, get one 50% off, including camo. Speaking of the hunt, it's a great time to find new Rocky, Muck, or lacrosse boots. Stock up on all your hunting essentials. Hurry in to take advantage of this fall preview sale at Monty's Outdoors in West Plains. Sale ends October 31st.
Bailey Chevy GMC, home of the Bailey Factor.
No matter the season, you need a truck that stands the test of time. From scorching summer roads to winter's icy grip, count on a truck from Bailey Chevrolet GMC for power and reliability. With a truck from Bailey, be ready for every adventure life throws your way.
This is John Bailey of Bailey Chevrolet GMC in beautiful downtown Willow Springs. Find new roads where the Bailey Factor works for you.
Coyote is a no-nonsense, dirt-digging powerhouse. It doesn't have unneeded distractions, like that fake tough radio guy voice.
The Coyote tractor has everything you need to get the job done right without all the extras.
Which means I can drop this tough guy voice now, I guess.
Nope.
Never mind.
The Coyote tractor is a no-nonsense workhorse that doesn't rely on flashy displays to prove its worth.
Still got to do the thing.
Oh yeah, Coyote. We dig dirt. So stop in and see my parents, Scott and Crystal Brown, at Lynch Equipment in West Plains.
Now it's more Zizzer football excitement on Hot Country KDY.
All night, we're back here at halftime where the West Plains Zizzers lead the Waynesville Tigers by a score of 35-7. And the Waynesville band is on the field right now. An outstanding performance by the Waynesville band. Their percussion system or percussion unit has got, it looks like 15 or 16 different people. And the band and the accolades that go with the band, the twirlers, the flag girls and everything, putting on a great show here in Waynesville. Better than their football team did in the first half, Harlan.
If there's strength in numbers, this may be one of the strongest bands you'll ever see.
They got a bunch.
They've got a bunch. But, of course, this is very nice and very impressive, but the best band show I've seen in years was one we saw probably, as far as other schools are concerned, was the one we saw up in Camden. That was quite a show.
Yes, it was. They put on a good expedition up there at Camdenton, and we've seen another one here tonight at Waynesville. The Zizzers lead 35-7, and Harlan, we wouldn't be doing justice to the community if we didn't talk a little bit about the new conference. The fact that the Zizzers will be leaving the Ozark Conference. I think they joined in, I believe it was 2007, that they joined the Ozark Conference along with Rolla, Camdenton, Lebanon, and Waynesville. And now they're leaving along with Bolivar to be joined by Logan Rogersville, Marshfield, Branson, and I'm forgetting somebody.
Did you say Marshfield?
Marshfield, Branson, Logan Rogersville, Carl Junction.
Carl Junction.
Yeah. So the OCC or the COC is losing 4 members from their conference to the new Ozark Mountain Conference. And Harlan, we talked about a little bit off the microphone the fact that it's an opportunity for these schools who compete in conferences where the larger schools have dominated for years. Now they're in a class or a conference with schools, basically all 4A.
And the Springfield schools, there's a couple in Springfield that would probably like to be in the conference. The only downside of that is you're talking about bigger classification schools.
Yeah, those are both. Hillcrest is 4A.
Okay.
Hillcrest is 4A. Parkview is a small 5A, but they are still 5A. And those 2 schools have asked to leave the Ozark Conference so they can join the Ozark Mountain Conference. And one of the reasons we talked about it off the air, of course, was competitiveness. And those 2 schools have struggled in football over the last decade.
They have, but you made a good point, though, when you came back and you said basketball, they're much better in basketball. But in football, and that seems to be the hang-up when you have situations like we've got in the Ozark Conference. We've got, like this year, there were 3 very good teams, and they were all 3 bigger schools.
Yeah, 5A, 6A.
Right. Then you had, I don't think you classify Bolivar in with those top 3.
No.
But they're in the next level down with West Plains.
They're in 4th place, but they're not.
Right.
They're not near in the category with the other 3.
Right. But the middle category, the middle class, is a very small group, and that's basically Bolivar and West Plains, who will get to possibly play again here in about 3 weeks. We hope.
Yeah.
But and then you have the rest of the conference this year that struggle: Hillcrest, Parkview, Rolla, who have a hard time competing. So
and Waynesville.
Yes.
Waynesville's won 2 games, and that's against Hillcrest and Parkview. And those 2 teams are playing tonight in Springfield. They both come in tonight's contest with a record of 0-8. So somebody's going to get their first and maybe only win of the season, and the other team is looking at going 0-9 and looking at their first round in the playoffs.
And you're playing the best team.
You're playing the best team in the district. So it's, But anyway, and then we talk a little bit more about the conference. There's been movement by Neosho. They have made application to the Ozark Mountain Conference, which is the new conference that the Zizzers will be in next year. Neosho, of course, long way away. They're a good 3-hour drive, maybe a little longer than that on a bus, but so is Carl Junction. So, it's a situation where they've been in the COC large division, and they've been getting hammered by people like Nixa, Ozark, Carthage, Webb City. List goes on, and they're tired of that.
But, I don't have a problem with it as far as football goes, as far as the travel, because it's going to be on Friday night, and it's going to be one time a week. But now in basketball season, it's not going to be any fun to go to Neosho on a Tuesday night and have to get up and go to work the next morning. The same thing is going to apply for Carl Junction. And before it's said and done, who knows, maybe, Poplar Bluff may be in that group before it's all over with. So we're not going to save a whole bunch as far as travel miles.
No.
So Branson's going to be a pretty good trip.
Well, Harlan, we go minimum of an hour and a half every game. Every game. In a conference game, it's a minimum of an hour and a half. Rolla's the closest one we have. Rolla and Springfield, and that's an hour and a half.
Right.
And then the rest of them are farther than that. So, it's a situation, Joplin jumped out of the Ozark Conference because they didn't like going to West Plains. They had to go to West Plains every other year one time. They didn't like that. So they joined the COC, and they run into Nixon, Ozark, Carthage, and Webb City.
Be careful what you wish for.
That's exactly right. They wished for a shorter drive. They got the shorter drive, but they're also getting their butts kicked once in a while.
That's
quite often.
Right. That's a short trip for Joplin to drive over to Carthage and get hammered.
Yeah, or drive to Webb City and get hammered. But anyway, we've got a pretty good football game here as far as the West Plains Zizzers are concerned. And I hope they're not going to announce all the senior parents of the band members, because that line is a long one. Oh, they're just going to announce them. They're not having them walk out like they did everybody else. But anyway, we'll be back in 3 minutes here on the radio, KKDY 102.5.
Hey, Zither fans, I need you all to hear me. A winning team starts with a winning spirit. Hey, this is Ashton Judd, proud Zizzer and Mizzou Tiger, to tell you about the winning team at Ozark Hills Insurance. They have a team of winners that can help you find the right insurance at the right price. I knew the day the Zizzer girls went to the state title game that our winning spirit would prevail. Be a winner and call Ozark Hills Insurance for a quote today, with offices in West Plains and Mountain Home. Go Zizzers.
Rick 19, this is Roadrunner for Junkyard Dog. You got your ears on? Come on. 10-4, what can I do for you? I just passed you, son. Where'd you get all that chrome and them chicken lights? Come back. Rick's Truck Repair. They got the biggest selection of chrome and LED lights within 100 miles, and they're my go-to place for repair, so I'm not down for long. Mercy, meet my Rick's got some issues. What's there, 20? They're on Cell 63 in West Plains next to Highland Dairy. This is the Roadrunner, and I am headed to Rick's Truck Repair. I am gone.
For anything you need around the office, think Bureau. Office furniture? Think Bureau. Pens, paper, forms? Think Bureau. Cleaning and janitorial supplies? Think Bureau. Need supplies but you don't have time to get it? Think Bureau. They deliver. So for anything you need for the office, think Bureau. Stop by and see them just off the square in West Plains or online at thinkbureau.com. Bureau, 202 West Main in West Plains.
Howell County Habitat for Humanity continues to build homes for families who qualify. It happens through generous people like yourself who have the means to contribute. One way is to donate unneeded items to the Habitat Restore on Porter Wagner Boulevard in West Plains. They accept clean, used furniture, appliances, household items, and more. They will sell these items in the store to help fund building Habitat homes in Howell County. Go to howellcountyhabitat.org or visit the Restore on Porter Wagner Boulevard in West Plains.
Driving in the fall and winter months can be challenging. You never know what Mother Nature will bring each day. Make sure your tires have plenty of tread. Give Wilbanks Tire a chance to sell you a new set of tires. Once you buy a set of tires from Wilbanks Tire, you can come in anytime for free tire rotation for the life of your tires. So once a customer of Wilbanks Tire, you will always be a customer of Wilbanks Tire. Wilbanks Tire, 201 West 2nd Street in West Plains.
What's your next dream? Paying off your credit card? Remodeling your kitchen? Exploring the rainforest of Costa Rica? Whatever your dreams, they take some planning. I'm State Farm Agent Justin Shelby, and I'm right here to help lend a hand. As your local neighbor, I can help you look at things you want to save for, come up with a plan to make those savings goals happen. Because your money should work just as hard as you do to achieve your dreams. So whether it's being debt-free or free to roam the world, call me, State Farm Agent Justin Shelby, today. Like a good neighbor, Justin Shelby State Farm is there.
If you have 10 minutes and online access, you're ready to open a new checking or savings account with West Plains Bank and Trust Company. Already a customer? Just log into digital banking and click Add an Account, making the switch to West Plains Bank and Trust Company. Welcome. Simply visit westplainsbank.com and click Open Account. 24/7 convenience, FDIC insured, free debit card and e-statements. It's simple and convenient to open your account online with West Plains Bank and Trust Company. Member FDIC.
The Zizzers play here on today's Hot New Country KDY.
Paul Knight back here with Harlan Hutchinson. We hope the Zizzers play here for quite some time on Friday night for the rest of the year. Of course, next Friday will be a home game. We don't know who we're going to play yet, but we assume that it's going to be Monette unless something drastically happens and Monette wins the game. And I can't remember who's right ahead of them, but is it Aurora? Are they in our district? No. Okay. Anyway, the Zizzers will be at home next Friday night. Game time 7 o'clock. It'll be the first round of the district. Zizzers most likely will be the number 2 seed. They'll play the number 7 seed in Zizzerland. So make plans, folks. Get out there. Looked at the extended forecast today, Harlan. Maybe in the 70s again next Friday when comes game time.
Are you thinking in terms of football or golf?
I'm thinking in terms of football.
Okay.
Golf's tomorrow.
People like us tend to think in different terms a
Yes,
lot of times.
especially on Saturdays.
Yes.
Yes.
I'm going to look up and see what the district situation is, but
okay.
see just kind of how that all lines up.
Well, I can't do that with this phone, unfortunately. That flip phone stuff just won't do that.
Well, I can't do it with this phone unless I have my glasses on.
There you go.
All right.
Zizzers lead 35-7. We'll be back. We're in this side, the 3-minute mandatory warm-up time. We'll take 2 minutes, and we'll be back with the second half kickoff here on the radio, KKDY 102.5.
Did you know periodic maintenance is needed to keep your well, pump, and pressure tank running as they should? A to Z Pump Service offers parts and maintenance for your well. Have your well, tank, and pump checked annually. Stay ahead of potential problems and save money with regular maintenance. Call A to Z Pump Service and schedule your well maintenance today. 417-256-8089. A to Z Pump Service. We are pumping to please.
For patients in need of respiratory care, Ozarks Healthcare Medical Equipment has many options a patient may need, including the ResMed Astral TM100. If prescribed by your doctor, the respiratory therapist at OZH Medical Equipment will help every step of the way, resulting in a higher quality of life and better disease management. Ozarks Healthcare Medical Equipment cares. It's in their name. 1703 West 8th Street, West Plains.
If you happen to be in an accident, keep this in mind. You have a choice in who tows your vehicle, so make the right choice and call 256-7628 for J&J Recovery and Towing of West Plains. They answer the calls 24/7. They will get to you fast and take your vehicle to the destination of your choosing. So if you're in a wreck, breakdown, or whatever reason you might need a tow, make the right choice and call J&J Recovery and Towing 256-7628.
Today is the day. After countless hours of research, cutting back expenses, and 9 months of anxiously waiting for her, today is the day you finally bring home your new car. It's also the day to protect her with an auto policy from Shelter Insurance.
Hi, this is Dave Thomas with Shelter Insurance at 214 West Main Street. Let us help you with all your insurance needs. We specialize in auto, home, life, and business. Call or text us at 256-6116.
SaveWithDave.com. Ozark Conference football excitement continues now with the Zizzers on KDY.
Paul Knight back here with Harlan Hutchinson. The Zizzers are ready to go. They're on the field. They're going to kick off from the north end zone. They lead 35-7. The Tigers are on the sideline still, wrapped around the coaches, trying to get their final instructions. And West Plains would sure like to get a stop and a touchdown and watch. Well, two guys I know in the press box would like to see a stop
Absolutely.
and a touchdown.
I just saw this at Glendale and Kickapoo. They got an invite to the Central Ozark Conference.
Oh, did they?
Yes.
Ooh. So there's still a lot of shake-up to go here. That'll be interesting on the Ozone tonight at 11:30.
The Ozark Conference may be a thing going like the dinosaurs.
Yes. Low line drive, bounces at the 20, picked up at the 15. Up the middle is Kelsey. Kelsey crosses the 35 out to the 38. It's going to be 1st and 10 for the Tigers from their own 38-yard line as we start quarter number 3. And that play has not worked one time this evening. And it's going to be a 2nd down and 12 for the Tigers from their own 36-yard line.
Now, I don't understand, from a standpoint of a coach, tell me why this particular offensive formation and plan of attack just doesn't, unless you are dominant up front.
And they're not.
I mean, it's just a mess.
Tigers come to the line of scrimmage, unbalanced line to the left side. 2 backs in the backfield. Direct snap. They fake the handoff to the sweep, and there goes, is that Kelsey?
I believe so.
I think it is Kelsey up the middle for a pickup of about 10, but he's going to be a yard short, and it's going to bring up 3rd down and 1 from the 47-yard line. They got to get to the 48.5 for a 1st and 10. You know, in today's modern football, you don't see the unbalanced line single wing formation much anymore.
Sure
But
don't.
we do here at Waynesville. And on a 3rd and 1, running back up the middle, and they're going to give him the first down on forward progress. The clock continues to run with 10:29 to go. In the third quarter, Zizzers on top, 35-7, and they mark first down for the Tigers. Tigers have it at their own 48-yard line. Zizzer defense lines up in, I'm going to call it a 5-4-2. 5 defensive linemen, 4 linebackers, and 2 safeties. Snap back. Try to go the left side. There's a little bit of a yard there. There's a little bit of a hole. Actually picks up about 7 down to the West Plains 45-yard line, and 2 first downs on the first drive is a pretty good effort by the Waynesville Tigers.
We saw them run the ball a little bit in the first half, not very much, but when you see them have success, that means, it has to mean, that their offensive line is doing a better job of clearing people out.
West Plains defensively at the 45, their own 45-yard line. Tigers single wing to the right side. Snap back. Inside reverse, there's number 19 with a carry, and, looked to me like he may have gotten a face mask, but no flag. But he picks up the first down as he crosses the 41, gets to the 40.5-yard line, and they're going to signal first down for the Tigers. This is the best the Tigers' offense has looked all night, except for that 52-yard run by Kelsey there early in the first quarter, or second quarter.
They've moved the ball fairly methodically down the field, and now they've got it at the West Plains 41. Here's where the Zizzers need to hit the air brakes.
Unbalanced line right. Inside handoff, and that's going nowhere. That one was sacked. The West Plains defensive line was there at the same time the ball was, and there's a loss of 2. That's going to bring up second down and 12 from the 42-yard line for the Tigers. There was no blocks on that play.
Nope.
No blocks.
Hear the air go out of the brakes right there.
Yeah.
Well, we got some penetration, and there's no reason not, are you going to sit back and play whatever the quarterback? No, you're coming for the football wherever it is.
Unbalanced line to the left side, wide or short side of the field. Oh, they tried to draw the Zizzers off. Not successful. Kelsey up the middle. Kelsey into the secondary. Kelsey picks up about 7 right up the middle, and it's going to bring up a third down and about 4 from the 35-yard line of the West Plains Zizzers.
With all the plays that they've run tonight, what percentage of them have been between the guards, right up the middle?
Oh,
because
80 or more
at least.
Yeah,
and they very seldom try to get around the end. That's really something to use as a counterbalance. They don't do that at all.
Unbalanced line left, short side of the field. Snap back. Oh, it's on the ground. It's picked up by Martz, and he gets the first down as he crosses the 30 to the 29-yard line. So the little drop of the snap provides a little incentive, and they mark it at the 30, and that's still a first down for the Tigers. That's 3 in a row for the Waynesville Tigers to open the second half. We're inside 8 minutes to go in the third quarter. West Plains on top, 35-7.
A little over 4 minutes that the Tigers have had the football, and they've been able to move this thing down the field. Now they're down to the 30-yard line, and West Plains now needs to buck it up a little bit and put the kibosh on all this.
First in at the 30. Unbalanced line right, wide side of the field. Ball's on the ground. Bad snap. That ball never left the turf, and it's a loss of 3 on the play. Others are going to say loss of 2, because when he picked it up, he was met by several white jerseys in the backfield, led there by number 71 for West Plains. That's Reynolds, and it's going to bring up second down and 12. It's odd to watch them run the football. It's just, you don't see the single wing much anymore.
I think they line up in a spread formation in the backfield, but they line up tight across the line of scrimmage with the wing. I don't understand why they don't line up under center. That would really help your faking and your deception, I would think, back there, and make the transfer from center to quarterback a little better.
Strong formation left side. Low snap again on the ground, and this time nowhere to go again as he's dropped for another 2-yard loss. As the Zizzers are all over that, and somebody's going to have to talk to the center. We've had a little trouble with center snaps in the past, and it's not fun when the ball's rolling around on the ground back there. Now it's 3rd down and 14 from the 34-yard line. They got to get to the 20 for a 1st and 10. We're inside 6:15 to go in the third quarter. West Plains on top, 35-7.
All we had to do was brag on them a little bit. It's blown up since then.
It's the curse. Talk nice about them and things go bad.
Well, I think they're doing a super job. We'll see what happens.
Holland is throwing them under the bus.
Let's see what happens now.
Hope that front wheel doesn't hurt anybody. Play clock's at 0. They're going to take a timeout. We'll be back in 1 minute here on the radio, KKDY 102.5.
Did you know we have one of the largest and competitive priced Pro Series batteries in the Ozarks? You could call us the outfitters of agricultural, ATV, automotive, commercial, lawnmower, and solar Pro Series batteries. And my #1 customer service team can only get you the proper battery if you bring us the model, type, and code. Stop in and see us today. Hirsch knows batteries.
Hirsch Speed and Farm Supply, we're more than up on store.
Hi, this is Taylor Grubauer with Taylor Grubauer Chevrolet, Buick, and GMC in West Plains. Have you seen the all-new Buicks lately? Like the Encore GX, Envision, Enclave, or the all-new Buick Envista? Take a look. We are South Central Missouri's only Buick dealer, and we have a huge inventory to choose from. Come by and see us in West Plains for the best price on an all-new Buick.
Find new roads today.
And get great buys from nice guys.
Taylor Grubauer Chevrolet in West Plains.
It's back to the field for more Zizzer football action on Hot Country KDY.
Let's play. All night back here with Harlan Hudson. Zizzers defense on the field. 3rd down and 14. Straight snap up the middle, nowhere to go with that one. Maybe got a yard. And during the timeout, they were having a switch of jerseys, and a new center came into the ball game. It was a good snap, though.
Very good snap.
Yeah. And now they're switching jerseys again. 4th down and 13 for the Tigers from the West Plains 33-yard line. And you know they're going to go for it. And they may have to throw. This may be a touchdown for us right here. The last pass they threw, Houston went 70 yards.
They have had the ball the entire third quarter here.
We're under 5 minutes to go in the third. 35-7. Tigers, motion. They're going to throw. Well, they thought they were going to throw. Now they're going to run, and they're going to be sacked, and it's going to be Zizzer football at the 32-yard line, 1st and 10, as the West Plains defense slowed them down enough to get the stop. Then West Plains takes over at their own 32-yard line, and the first unit is back on the field.
A touchdown would, and an extra point would turn the turbo clock on. I don't know if they would start it here in this quarter, but certainly the fourth. And for Joel Wyatt, this game doesn't mean anything. I mean, it does mean something in your overall record. You want to finish 5-4. But as far as districts go, and after that, it doesn't mean anything at all.
Jones under center. Kinslow in motion. Jones looks things over. Takes a snap. Inside fake.
There it
gives
is.
it to Howell. Howell right up the middle. Howell stumbles and falls forward and still picks up 6, and it brings up a 2nd down and 4 from the 43-yard line. As Howell, the big guy in the backfield, you know, he's pretty versatile. He plays tight end. He plays fullback. Plays defensive end, defensive tackle, nose guard. He's just all over the field.
And that's because of his physical stature. He is strong enough and quick enough that he can play all those positions. And that play they ran right there, the inside counter, that broke for a big play last week against Parkview.
3 receivers right, 1 receiver left. Snap back, high snap. They're going to throw out in the flat to Stauffer. Stauffer has it go in and out of his hands, and that was a forward pass. And it'll bring up a 3rd down in about 5, as that one was in and out of the hands of number 1.
I believe Will was looking downfield a little bit.
He was looking to see where he was going to run after he caught it, and he forgot to catch it. We've had a few drops tonight.
We certainly have.
3rd down and about 4.5. The ball's at the 40. Oh, no, it's not. It's at the 38-yard line. We got to get to the 42 for a 1st and 10. Jones is under center. Wilson's in the backfield. Motion man comes back to the center. Pitch to Wilson in the back. He cuts it up. He's got the first down.
Attaboy.
And we also got a hold. Nope, they're going to say it's a push in the back. The official on the Zizzers sidelines called somebody for pushing in the back. And that'll be a 10 or 15-yard penalty. And the Zizzers are marching backwards. So that'll be a spot foul. And we're going to mark off. We're going to take short steps, but we're going to mark off 10 yards. So instead of 1st and 10, it's now 3rd and 9 from the 33-yard line for the West Plains offense.
35-7 with now under 4 minutes and counting here in the third quarter at Waynesville High School. Last regular season game. It's on to district. Competition starting next week, so starting next week. You win, you lose. You win, you play, you lose, you're done.
Jones looking down the middle, throws it up in the air. It's intercepted by the Tigers at their 45, across the 50, across the 40, down the sideline. Finally knocked out of bounds by the Zizzers at the 33-yard line. So the Zizzers throw an interception on 3rd down and 9, and the Tigers have the ball right where it was when we started that play. He brings it right back to the line of scrimmage. It's going to be 1st and 10 for the Tigers from the West Plains 34-yard line.
I don't care how good you are at wide receiver. If you have not 1, not 2, but 3 orange shirts around you, that ball is going to get intercepted.
Somebody has to be open if there's three guys guarding 1.
Yep.
1st and 10 from the 34. Zizzers defense on the field. Tigers, unbalanced line to the short side. That's in front of the Zizzer bench. Snap. On the ground, picked up there by Aussie, and he picks up, 3? He gets to the
about
31-yard line, so that's a pickup of 3, and it brings up 2nd down and about 7 to go. Another low snap, bounced on the ground, but Aussie picked it up and picked up the 3 yards, and it's 2nd and 7. Inside 3 minutes to go in the third quarter. Zizzers on top, 35-7 here in Waynesville. Don't forget, folks, next Friday night, the Zizzers will be at home. Get out and watch. Unbalanced line to the right side. Snap back. Inside handoff. The inside trap. That ball's carried there by number 2. He's not had it yet. That's Howard. Howard picks up 6. Gets down to the 25-yard line, so that's a gain of 6 on the play. Brings up a 3rd down and 1 for the Tigers from the West Plains 25.
Waynesville has had the football nearly the entire third quarter, but they haven't been able to do anything with it from a scoring standpoint. Now they're going to have 3rd down and 1, and West Plains needs to stiffen up here and try to get the football back and get some more points on the board.
But you know they're going to go for it on 4th if they don't make it, because they've gone on 4th on 3 other times and not made it. Snap back to Aussie. He's got the 1st down and more as he gets inside the 20 down to the 19. Flag comes down in the area where it could be a hold this time against the Waynesville Tigers.
So either that or a face mask, one of the two.
They're talking it over, indicating.
Looks like it's going to be Waynesville.
Looks like they're looking like they want to walk that direction. Nope. How about a face mask against West Plains? Good call, Harlan.
Well, if it's going to go against West Plains, that would about have to be what it was, and that's what it was.
So the ball spotted at the 20. That'll take it down to the 10-yard line. Well, they're only going to mark off 5.
No personal foul, just a
incidental,
rudimentary face masking call.
So it's 1st and 10 from the 15. Tigers with their best opportunity to put points on the board. Inside 2 minutes to go in the third quarter. Unbalanced line to the right side, wide side of the field. Snap. Picked up by the running back, and he's in. That's McKinley. Or Kelsey, excuse me. Kelsey goes in from 15 yards out. That's his 2nd touchdown of the ball game. And the Tigers make it a 35-13 ball game with 1:43 to go in the third quarter.
He just ran right past everybody.
Yes, he did.
I don't think anyone ever touched him.
He was not touched. CNN to attempt the extra point. Snap back, holds down, kicks up. Looks good. It is. We'll be back in a minute on the radio. KKDY 102.5.
The Ozarks Healthcare team cares about your athlete's health. That's why they're on the sidelines cheering you on and ready to step in should anything happen. Dr. Pyatt is proud to be the Zizzers team physician. The OZH team sends best wishes to all athletes for safe play and exceptional sportsmanship. For more information about Ozarks Healthcare Orthopedic and Spine, visit www.ozarkshealthcare.com.
More than just a tire store. Don's Auto Service.
Fall is here, and at Don's Auto Service, friendly faces are the first thing you'll see when you walk through the door. Don's Auto Service makes sure their expert staff gets you the best and most qualified information on your vehicle repair. Whether it's under the hood, maintenance, or tire related, they have you covered and are ready to get your vehicle ready for the upcoming winter months.
More than just a tire store. Don's Auto Service.
West Plains football continues now on Hot Country KDY.
Is that the girl 39? I don't know. All night back here with Harlan Hutchinson. The West Plains Zizzers now lead 35-14 as the Tigers scored with 1:43 to go in the third quarter. Set to kick off for the Tigers is number 39, Tyrell Finn. Back deep for West Plains is Wilson, and I believe that's Taylor. Short kick. Howell catches it at the 30. Gets to the 35-yard line where he's knocked down, and it'll be 1st and 10 for the West Plains Zizzers offense at their own 35-yard line, and it looks like the first unit still coming back out on the field.
This first unit needs to get locked in and start playing a little tighter because, well, you know from coaching, bad habits can get developed when you get way up in the game and
let the other team come back.
You let off the gas a little bit. We need to put the foot down and start moving the ball again and put some more points on the board.
Jones takes the snap, hands off to Wilson. Wilson, right side. We've had a lot of success going that direction. Wilson picks up 5 easy yards before he's knocked down at the 41. Now they're going to say the 40-yard line. So that's a pickup of 5, brings up 2nd down and 5 for the Zizzer offense. We're inside a minute 20 to go here in the third quarter, with the Zizzers on top, 35-14.
Maddox Hawkins, a little game as he got up that time and tried to walk it off, run it off, but he's still out there. Gain on that play of right at 5 yards, so let's see if West Plains, let's see if we just keep running right because that's where it's worked best tonight, running the football.
Wilson's had a great night going that direction. This time Jones lines up in the shotgun. Wilson right beside him. Howell goes in motion across the formation. Snap back, fake the handoff, and Jones right up the middle. And this time Jones just ran over the safety, literally ran over the safety, and picks up 15 on the play. And it's a first down for the West Plains Zizzers at the Tiger 49-yard line.
You don't see a quarterback roll a defensive back very often, but that happened right there as Carmelo Jackson, who is in the secondary at 5'11", 170, he met big Isaiah Jones coming steaming through the line right there, and Isaiah put the pads down and put the hit on the tackler. Isaiah, 6'3", 182. That was pretty loud.
Pitch to the right side. That's number 20, Jackson, yes. Jackson Taylor. Taylor's got a first down as he goes down inside the 40-yard line to the 37, make it 38, where it's another first down for the West Plains Zizzers. Oh, yeah, they're moving to first down. Okay, I thought they had a flag, but just a first down. Got 2 pretty good sophomore running backs here, Harlan.
Jackson Taylor has really come on here in the last few football games. He's got to run the ball a little bit more. He actually ran the ball decent when we played over at Camdenton. But here, you see improvement every game.
2 receivers left side, motion back to the formation. Jackson Taylor to the right side. They've had a lot of success to the right side. We got a flag down. Flags came from all over the place that time. Let's wait and see what it is, but flags come down. I think they're going to call a horse collar.
one way or other, that's going to be the end of the quarter, it looks like.
Yeah, we'll be back in 1 minute here on the radio, KKDY 102.5.
As your American Family Insurance agent in West Plains, I'm looking out for what matters to you, even when nothing's wrong. This is Jordan Puckett, agent. Call me at 417-505-7138, and let's talk about your insurance needs today. Contact Jordan Puckett, agent, at 1522 Porter Wagner Boulevard in West Plains, or call 417-505-7138 today.
American Family Insurance.
American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI, and its operating company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
It's not enough to merely own land. You need to own it too. The Coyote K9 UTV helps you own the land you own. Hear the difference? Owning the land sounds like this.
Well, son, someday you'll inherit my land.
But owning it sounds like... You see, owning is...
Sign here and here and here.
But owning is more. Yeah, the rugged Coyote K9 UTV. Coyote, we dig dirt. So stop in and see my parents, Scott and Crystal Brown, at Lynch Equipment in West Plains.
Now it's more Zizzer football excitement on Hot Country KDY.
Paul Knight back here with Harlan Hudson. We're having a little difficulty getting the chain gang to get moved down to the...
Good heavens.
Yeah, they're just now getting the chains moved to the other end of the field. We start the fourth quarter. West Plains on top by a score of 35-14. It is, I believe, first down and 10, or first down and 12.
It depends how they mark that penalty up.
They marked the hold from the spot of the quote flag. So 10 yards from there. So it's first and 12 for the West Plains Zizzers from their own 40-yard line. So the Zizzers have it first and 10, or first and 12 from the 40-yard line. Howell and Taylor in the backfield. Jones sends Kinslow in motion. Snap back. He's going to throw. He's looking. He's got Houston wide open, and that was way too easy. That was way too easy. Houston goes in from 40 yards out. Well, the ball threw 40 yards. Houston caught it, walked into the end zone. There wasn't an orange jersey within, 10 yards? Was it 10?
I don't think they were that close.
So the Zizzers score first in the fourth quarter. They now lead by a score of 41-14 as Cobb comes in to kick the extra point after the throw and catch for 40 yards. Cobb, 5 for 5. Make it 6 for 6. We'll be back in a minute here on the radio, KDY 101 or 102.5.
Rooted in our communities, Simmons goes beyond banking. We're your friendly neighbor. Committed to fostering strong community bonds, we proudly invest in our local schools. When you're in need of banking services, Simmons Bank is here for you. Whether you're striving towards your goals or aiming for financial success, count on Simmons Bank to be your partner every step of the way. To discover a nearby branch, simply visit simmonsbank.com. Simmons Bank, member FDIC.
What's your next dream? Paying off your credit card? Remodeling your kitchen? Exploring the rainforest of Costa Rica? Whatever your dreams, they take some planning. I'm State Farm Agent Justin Shelby, and I'm right here to help lend a hand. As your local neighbor, I can help you look at things you want to save for, come up with a plan to make those savings goals happen. Because your money should work just as hard as you do to achieve your dreams. So whether it's being debt-free or free to roam the world, call me, State Farm Agent Justin Shelby, today. Like a good neighbor, Justin Shelby State Farm is there.
The Zizzers play here on today's Hot New Country KDY.
Well, the Zizzers score here a lot. They've scored 6 touchdowns this evening. They lead 42-14 here against Waynesville. Cobb to kick it away from the 40-yard line. Let's see which one this one goes. This is the low line drive again. Bounces, picked up at the 21-yard line by the Tigers. He's got a little opening, gets wrapped up and drugged down. Literally drugged down at the 33, where it's going to be first and 10 for the Tigers at their own 33-yard line.
We have so many players that play offense, defense, special teams, and I was just looking at the kick covers. Alex Judd, he doesn't leave the field. He's out there all the time, the exception being on offense.
Yeah, Judd's a defensive and special teams player, but you've got people like Houston, Kinslow, Stauffer, and then those interior linemen play all the time. Inside handoff. Speaking of the interior lineman, tackle made there by number 74 for the West Plains Zizzers, Jackson Hunter. He's a super sophomore.
Jackson Hunter has a bright future and prospects to be one of the best players coming out of West Plains here over the next couple of years. Boy, he was an eye-opener as a freshman. He's had a good year as a sophomore.
Pick up a 4 on the inside run. Ball at the 36-yard line. Low snap. Picked up by the Tigers. They got the first down and more as they cross the up. I take that back. He's going to be just short. No, they're not. They made it.
if it's anywhere close,
it's close.
It's a first down.
Yeah. Referee's coming over, says, oh, yeah, it's
no
first
way.
down.
No. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's first down. First down.
He had it by maybe an inch.
Yeah. We're not bringing the sticks across this course. First and 10 for the Tigers out at their own 42-yard line.
Let's give Waynesville some credit. In the second half,
they've run the ball.
They haven't scored. Well, they did score 1, but they have really run the football well.
2 receivers, but the inside handoff to the big man, Aussie, and he crosses the 45, so that's a pickup of at least 3, make it 4, and it's going to bring up second down and 6. We're inside 10:45 to go in the ball game. Zizzers lead 42-14 here in Waynesville. Don't forget, next Friday, game time 7 o'clock in West Plains. That don't know our opponent yet. You'll be able to find out probably on Sunday afternoon when they'll be posted on the Misha website, the district website. Unbalanced line to the right side. 2 men in the backfield. Zizzers with 10 men within a yard of the line of scrimmage. Inside counter.
Oh, my.
And that one was eat up.
Mr. Judd.
Was that Judd? Yes, it was. He said, I've seen this play before. It's not going again. Loss of about 4 brings up third down. They're going to make it a loss of 3. Brings up third down and 9. And the Zizzers make a little substitution along that defensive front.
You know, when I see unbalanced line, what I think of Carl Williams at Mountain Grove.
Yes. Yes. When I came to West Plains, Carl was at Mountain Grove. Straight snap. Sweep to the right side. Aussie. He's got a little room. He's going to get the first down and more. And, there's a flag thrown in the backfield. And I think they've actually got the Tigers for a holding penalty.
The referee, well after the play was done, way after the first flag was thrown, the referee comes walking over here to the right, pulls the flag out of his pocket very calmly and just tossed it on the ground real quick. Oh, yeah, I saw that. I was 30 yards
I think they had
away.
a hold in the backfield, too. Let's see what they got here. Because the one hold was way downfield, and the one that the referee threw was right at the line of scrimmage. And they're going to mark that one off. So that's a 10-yard penalty from the spot of the foul. That'll take the ball to the 33-yard line. So that's a loss of 9 on the play, but it's still third down and 19 instead of first and 10. We don't make fun of officials. That's the wrong way to put it.
Oh, no, because if you've ever tried to officiate,
no way.
That's where the laughter stops.
Yeah, I did it in college. When I did it in college to make some money, I hated it, but it paid well. Sweep to the left side. Kelsey, who has both touchdowns, picks up about 6, but it's going to bring up a fourth down and about 14 for the Tigers from their own 38-yard line. And that's one of the reasons why, Harlan, there's a major cry for more officials, because it is a thankless job, and as a former coach and a former official, they pay their dues. That's for sure.
Well, look what it has forced because of the shortage. You've had teams have to play on a Thursday night.
Yep.
You've had teams playing on Saturday
afternoon.
Just trying to break it up.
Yep. Fourth down and 14. The Tigers are going to go for it. No, they're not. They're going to punt it away. Zizzers don't have anybody back. Short snap. Kick is away. There is Kinslow back there. He's going to let it hit. It's going to take a bounce. And, oh, my gosh, he picked it up. Kinslow picked that one up. Gets to the 34-yard line. And it will be first and 10 West Plains with 8:32 to go in the ball game. I wouldn't have done that.
Yeah, but, when you're the guy back there and you're wanting to run the ball back badly and it's bouncing and there's no one close to it, it's kind of like a cat with a new little toy. You roll it toward them, they kind of stand back, and then they kind of act like they're going to go toward it. Then they'll wait, then they'll kind of go toward it. Well, finally, the curiosity gets the better of the cat, and a lot of the time it does the deep guy, too.
1st and 10 for the West Plains Zizzers from their own 33.5-yard line. Jones under center, gives the ball to Howell. Howell, not much, but the Powell moves across the 35-yard line, so that's a pickup of 2. It'll bring up 2nd down and 8. The clock continues to run. We're at 8:22 and counting down here in the 4th quarter.
Coach, tonight it's 42-14, and we have, like you said, just over 8 minutes to go. The Zizzers have this football game won, and now the only goal I think we should have is to try to get out of here.
Everybody healthy.
Everybody healthy. Now, I don't know how you necessarily do that unless you just take everybody out.
Well, I was going to say, you look on the sideline, there's not a lot of people over there dressed in white on the sideline, but there are some people that could probably play at this point in time. Jones tosses left side to Wilson. We're going to go left way, and Wilson crosses the 40 to the 41-yard line, and that's a pickup of about 6 and brings up a 3rd down and a short 2, and we've got a Tiger down on the field, and he's not getting up on his own. And here comes his staff. We'll take a 30-minute or 30-second break. We'll be back here on the radio, KKDY 102.5.
Since 1993, Howell County Habitat for Humanity has built 29 homes and will be starting their 30th this year. They do it to provide a decent and affordable place to live for partnered families. Habitat for Humanity brings people together to build homes, communities, and hope, celebrating 30 years in business. Find out more on Facebook and at the Habitat Restore on Porter Wagner Boulevard, or visit howellcountyhabitat.org.
The Ozarks Healthcare team cares about your athlete's health. That's why there's a doctor on call 24 hours a day, 7 days a week to care for the unpredictable injuries. Ozarks Healthcare has a team of 8 orthopedic, spine, and podiatry providers to care for your athletes. The OZH team sends best wishes to all athletes for safe play and exceptional sportsmanship. For more information about OZH Podiatry as well as OZH Orthopedic and Spine, visit www.ozarkshealthcare.com.
Ozark Conference football excitement continues now with the Zizzers on KDY.
Injured player number 34, Franklin Myers, helped off the field with a noticeable limp. In fact, he's not putting any weight on his right foot. Zizzers have it 3rd down and about 2 from their own 41-yard line. They got to cross the 43 for a 1st and 10.
Play action.
You think? Jones under center. No play action. They're going to give. Oh my gosh! There was a flag thrown into the pile as number 24, Jackson Taylor, was hit in the backfield. But let's see what the flag is. It was thrown by the referee. That usually indicates a hold. And let's see here. I want to say that the Tigers will turn this penalty down. No, they're going to take it. So it's a holding against the Zizzers. That'll take the ball all the way back to the 31-yard line. So now the Zizzers are looking at a 3rd and 12 from the 31. And the Tigers may not know when they're done because that gives Jones the opportunity to throw the ball. 3rd and 12. 3 receivers to the right side. Jones looks that way. He's going to throw back to the left. There's Wilson. Across the timeline. Wilson down the side. Oh, knocked out of bounds, but he has the 1st down. The Zizzers run the roll to the right, throw it to the left. Wilson had nobody but one man to beat, and he knocked him out of bounds right at the 50-yard line where the Zizzers have 1st and 10 with 7 minutes to go in the ball game.
That's the best screen pass we've run all year.
It is. That really was well set up by the Zizzer offense.
Very, very well done. Remy Wilson, again, has had a pretty solid game tonight. He just does what they ask of him, and that's run the ball, run it hard as he can. He doesn't have a lot of size, but he's got a lot more size inside.
Jones under center. Drops the throw. Looks down the middle. Guess who's open? Kinslow this time. Kinslow. He's going to go in from, that'd be about a 50-yard touchdown pass, and the Zizzers have reached an opportunity to make it turbo time. So with 6:53 to go, a 50-yard throw from Kinslow, or received by Kinslow from Jones, and the Zizzers now lead 48-14.
How many touchdown passes does that make for
1,
Isaiah?
2, 3, 4, 5. 5 touchdown passes out of 7 scored. Cobb's kick is good. We got a 35-point ball game. We'll be back in 1 minute here on the radio. KKDY 102.5.
This year, we considered hiring an ad agency to help with our marketing.
They pitched impressive visuals and a script that was inspiring. In the end, we just decided to tell it to you straight. Shelter Insurance has award-winning customer service at affordable rates.
Plus, our local agents are there to help you understand what coverage you need.
Your insurance is only as good as your agency, and we're one of the best in the nation. Dave Thomas Shelter Insurance, your friend in the insurance business.
SaveWithDave.com.
Hey, Zizzer fan, tonight, after the game, tune in to the Fox 96.9 for The Locker Room Show with me, James Hurt. It's your opportunity to call in and talk about tonight's game, hand out game balls to deserving players, and give them the recognition that they deserve. It's every Friday night after the games on the Fox 96.9. It's The Locker Room Show with me, James Hurt, and I look forward to hearing from you.
It's back to the field for more Zizzer football action on Hot Country KDY.
Paul Knight back here with Harlan Hutchins. We're at 6:53 to go in the fourth quarter. The turbo clock is in action as Cobb gets ready to kick away. Another pooch kick hits at the 25, picked up at the 22. Kelsey down the sideline, gets hemmed in, but breaks through. And that's not Kelsey. That's number 29. That's a new guy on the field. That's Anthony James, sophomore running back. He takes the ball all the way down to the 32-yard line. And why does the clock stop?
That's a very good question.
Let's get that clock running. We're turbo time, baby.
I guess they're waiting to get the change set, then they'll start it. That was really, really poor kick coverage
That was
time.
very poor tackling, yes. 31-yard line, 1st and 10. Why are we not running the clock? I'd go down there, but it's too far. Inside handoff. Nice run by number 12, Mounts. And that's a pickup all the way down to the 26, so that's a gain of 5. The clock does finally start, and it's 2nd down and 5 from the 26-yard line.
I had to go back and do some re-adding. Houston losing to Liberty tonight. Ooh, 35-14. They'll probably play in the first-round districts.
Yes, they're 4-5 seed, I think. Motion man, inside handoff, no. Kelsey up the middle. He's got another first down as he's inside the 20 down to the 16-yard line, and they've stopped the clock. Why are they stopping the clock?
What are they doing?
Why are you stopping the clock?
Joel is going to remind them, hey.
I don't understand.
I don't either. They acted as if it was just situation normal and stopped the clock to move the chain.
Yeah, the clock doesn't stop after 35-point lead, which we have. Anyway, we may not have it very long as Aussie gets inside the 10. He's going to be held up around the 9 or the 10-yard line. That's a pickup of and it's going to bring up a 2nd down and 3. We're inside 5:30 still to go in the ball game, and the Tigers are threatening to score as they have the ball marked at the 10-yard line, and it's 2nd down and 3 from there.
KKDY West Plains Zizzer football on a Friday night. Last regular season game. District starts next Friday, and back to Paul on 2nd down.
Unbalanced line to the left. Snap back. Aussie up the middle. He's inside the 10, but not much more than that as he's brought down at the 9-yard line. So that's a gain of 1. It brings up 3rd down and about 3 to go. And the clock continues to run. We're inside 5 to go in the ball game. And the Zizzers on top, 49-14.
I'm not sure what changed at halftime, but Waynesville's success running the football has been noticeable here in the second half. West Plains does not want to let them in the end zone again.
No, they don't. 3rd down and 2. Goal line defense. Inside handoff, no. Kelsey went untouched into the end zone with 4:24 to go as he hit the hole and nobody touched him. That's his 3rd touchdown of the ball game and brings the Tigers to within a score of 49-20. And it doesn't really matter about the clock because they never stopped it or kept it running anyway.
Nope. That was an uninspired defensive series.
10. Extra point is good. We'll be back in a minute here on the radio, KKDY 102.5.
ORN Cares is now officially Give Local First, and we're looking for our 2024 recipient. Ozark Marketing Company and the Ozark Horse Trader are making plans for the upcoming year, and we are now taking applications for a regional organization. If you are a part of a registered 501c3 and want to be considered, please stop by our office at 983 East Highway 160 in West Plains or email givelocalfirst@gmail.com. In 2023, our charity golf tournament was the biggest in the area with 82 teams and raising over $20,000 for our recipient. Deadline for eligible applications will be October 31st.
Hey, Zither fans, I need you all to hear me. Hey, everyone, this is Ashton Judd with Mizzou Tiger Basketball. It took me years of practice to get where I am today. I loved being a Zizzer and playing on a winning team. That's why I chose the winning team at Ozark Hills Insurance to take care of my insurance, and you should too. They have a team of agents that will treat you like family with the best coverage at the best price. Get a quote today from Ozark Hills Insurance with offers in West Plains and Mountain Home. Go Zizzers.
West Plains football continues now on Hot Country KDY.
Paul Knight back here with Harlan Hutchinson. The Zizzers are anticipating the onside attempt as they have the hands team in there, and the Tigers have lined up like they're going to kick it on an onside attempt. And we got a kind of a moving around formation here by the Tigers, and the Zizzers move with them. And it's a pooch kick, a high one. Fair catch called for and made by number 4 for the West Plains Zizzers. That's their defensive end. That's Warren Lawson. Made the fair catch, caught it at the 40-yard line where it's going to be 1st and 10 for the West Plains Zizzers here with 4:22 to go in the ball game. And the clock will stop with every first down, every time you go out of bounds, because we're inside the turbo clock rule now. We weren't going to go.
It didn't matter.
No, it didn't. 4:22 to go in the ball game. Zizzers on top, 49-21. Been an offensive show by both. Well, the Tigers really have come on in the second half and run the ball very well.
Let's run the ball very well here and run this clock out.
Stauffer with a end-around sweep. Stauffer with a speed. Gets to the 50-yard line. That's a pickup of 10. That'll be enough for a first down for the West Plains Zizzers. And the Tigers have got somebody. Oh, they got him up. He went down, and he got up slowly. They say it is enough for a first down for the West Plains Zizzers at the 50-yard line.
If it's close, it's a first down.
That's right. When in doubt, signal first down.
Right, move the chains.
Wind the clock. Attaboy. 4 minutes to go in the ball game. Zizzers on top by a score of 49-21. Jones under center. Gives the ball to Howell. No, he doesn't. He pitches to Wilson. Wilson knocked out of bounds after a pickup of about 7. That'll bring up a third down or a second down and 3 from the Tiger 43-yard line. You know, Harlan, I hate to say this, but I think the Zizzers are going to try to score again.
Well, yeah, probably.
I think they are. I think they're trying to score. Now, they may.
I'd be shocked if they threw the ball, though.
Ooh, we're right about that spot, the 40-yard line. We've got 3 touchdown passes of over 40 yards. 40 yards or more.
And 5 total.
Jones sends Kinslow in motion. Turns, pitches, right side, Wilson. No, that's Taylor.
Good run.
Taylor ran over people. Looked like he was going to be brought down around the line of scrimmage. Gets all the way down to the Waynesville 20-yard line where it's going to be 1st and 10. And you kept looking for him to get tackled, but he just kept knocking people away, and he picks up almost 30. It's 1st and 10 from the 20-yard line. Clock stopped at 3:41 because of the out of bounds.
We get Jackson in that weight room in the off season. Have him drink a lot of chocolate milk, pump him up a little bit.
Second unit's in. New quarterback, number 16. I got to find him.
Ethan Miller.
Fox
Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh, you're right. Ethan Miller. Pitch to the left side. We got a flag thrown early. Ball was carried there by number 20 for the West Plains Zizzers. That's Gavin Marshall. Marshall's knocked out of bounds, but there was a flag on the play. And let's see what they're going to call here.
I don't know, but he threw the flag higher than any penalty flag I've ever seen thrown.
Yeah, and it was a hold.
It must have been bad for him to throw it that high.
Yeah. He wanted to get it way back in the backfield, and the flag comes down at the 24-yard line, so the penalty was occurred 4 yards deep in the end zone, or 4 yards deep in the backfield, but they're going to mark it off from the spot of the foul, and it's taken back to the 30-yard line where it's going to be 1st and 20 for the Zizzers. Number 16 for West Plains, that's Ethan Miller, the quarterback. Ethan, sophomore, 5'8", 147 according to the program. Stacey Davis has those things right to the point, doesn't she? She does. Miller takes the snap, inside handoff again. They've had success with that play right there. That time the ball was carried by Marshall. Marshall gets to the 25-yard line.
Freshman.
So that's a pickup of 5 and brings up 2nd down and about 15. Zizzers lead 49-21. We're exactly 3 minutes to go in the ball game.
Really smart by Joel Wyatt to get all of his starters out of the football game. And now just look forward to next Friday night, probably against Monette at home.
Zizzers have the ball first, 2nd down and 15 from the 25. Single set back. Motion man comes toward the formation. Skips and hops. There's a flag because he moved forward before the ball was snapped, and that's going to be illegal procedure.
I was watching him, and I didn't think he did that.
Well, that's the only thing they could have called, and they did.
Wyatt Dew was the guy in motion, and I thought he did that.
I thought he did it right, too.
Pretty legitimate.
Yeah. But I saw the flag come out, and nobody moved except for the guy that was in motion. He was in motion. So that's a 5-yard penalty, takes it back to the 30-yard line. You know, it's a good thing we don't keep track of penalty yardage because we'd be way ahead.
You and I have seen some
prodigious
yes, penalty numbers, but nothing will probably touch that opener at Glendale a couple of years ago.
Oh, my. Wasn't it almost 200? 180?
We had over 130 in the first half.
Yeah. Motion man again. This time he steps.
He did it. Now, he did do it that time.
He did. He went forward. You can't go forward till the ball snaps. Illegal procedure against the Zizzers again. Don't go in motion. So that'll be 2nd down now and 25 from the 35-yard line. Got to get to the 10 for a 1st down. 2:20 to go in the ball game. Clock stopped because of the penalty. Now they wind it. Ball at the 35-yard line. 2 receivers to the right side. Man in the slot to the right as well. Uh-oh. No flag. They're going to throw. Down the middle. Look to the outside. It's going to be overthrown, incomplete. And there is the flag against Waynesville. Oh, my. That was catchable. Maybe not.
You think?
No. But anyway, it's a flag they're going to call pass interference against the Tigers. That's a 15-yarder. I can't remember if it's an automatic 1st down or just a 15 yards.
I don't think it's automatic, but, hey, that was a pretty good throw.
That was a good throw. Miller let that one go. Carried about 35 yards.
It was just a little bit too long, but his guy didn't catch it, but neither did the other guy.
Yeah, and the other guy interfered. Now they mark the ball at the 20-yard line, 2nd down, and 10 instead of 2nd down and 25.
Is this going to be our last trip to Waynesville for football?
It probably will be, unless Waynesville joins the conference.
Well, never say never.
Never say. Folks, there will be a lot of things change next week. Motion man comes back to the set. Quick pitch left side. I forgot. That's Marshall. Marshall this time gets nothing. In fact, he's lucky to get to the line of scrimmage. Brings up 3rd and 10.
He stayed in bounds.
Good call, Harlan.
Thanks.
He stayed in bounds.
Stayed in bounds.
1:48 to go in the ball game and counting down. 3rd and 10 for the West Plains Zizzers. Miller, Ethan Miller, sophomore quarterback, brings them to the line of scrimmage. Young boys are in there getting a little playing time tonight here in Waynesville. Miller drops the throw. Pressure comes, steps up, throws it out in the flat. Caught there by number 30, that's Cooper, Luke Cooper. And Cooper is brought down after a game. Cropper. Oh, yeah, that's Cropper. Can't read, Paul. You can see the football field, but you can't see the program. That's all right. 4th down and about 7. Cropper with a pickup of 3 on the throw and catch. We're inside a minute to go. And the Zizzers are going to let the clock run down a little bit.
I would just take a penalty here and then line up and run a play because that's what you're doing. You're trying to run time off the clock.
4th down and 7. Zizzers come out with 3 receivers to the left side. One of them's a kicker in the slot. Miller going to let the play clock get way down there. It's at 8. Sophomore's got a little gumption. Pass out in the flat. It's going to be short of the first down. It's caught there. Was that number 22? Wyatt Dew?
I think so.
I think it was. But it's not enough for a first down, so the Tigers get the ball back. 20 seconds to go in the ball game. They're going to have it 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line.
Here comes a Hail Mary right through the 2-hole.
Well, the Zizzers are going to play 5 deep. They're going to play 7 deep. They're going to rush forward, drop 7.
Riggs is backing up there. He's 20 yards off the ball, probably thinking they can't throw the ball this far. What are we doing?
And they're in the unbalanced line. Little snap, run up the middle. Don't let Kelsey get away. They didn't. He's drugged down after a gain of 9. Play clock's at 14. That may be the last play of the ball game. We're at 10. Harlan's counting down silently.
Taking my shoes off here.
That's ball game, folks. No, they took a timeout.
No, they didn't.
Yeah, they did?
No. That's ball game.
That's ball game. Final score, West Plains 49. Tigers 21. We'll be back in 1 minute. No, they did take a timeout.
Are you kidding me?
No, I'm not. They did. They took a timeout.
Why in the world would you do that?
They just did. They took a timeout with 2 seconds to go on the clock. And so the Zizzer defense is back on the field. The Waynesville offense is huddled up over here in front of us, and we're just going to keep it right here because we can't understand what.
I mean,
that wins him Coach of the Year right there. He gets my vote.
Now we get a penalty for bad judgment.
He'll probably say, now, how many more timeouts do I have? How many more do I have?
Well, from the scoreboard, it looks like you've got a grand total of 1. And you're not going to be able to use that because you don't have enough time.
You got 2 seconds left. Tigers line up in the unbalanced line.
Watch him take a knee. Defense isn't even going down.
No, they're standing up. They took a knee. That's ball game. I don't understand, but that's ball game, Harlan. I'd like to ask one question.
Why?
What are you thinking?
It wasn't me.
That's the final score. I think we're done. The Tigers are still on the field.
Well, if we're not, we'll tell you what happened when we come back.
Yep. Anyway, we'll be back in 2 minutes here on the radio, KKDY 102.5.
Want to make a lasting impression with your business? Elevate your brand with creative design and printing services from the Ozark Horse Trader. Business cards that leave a mark, exquisite business stationery that speaks class, envelopes that make a statement, invitations that captivate. Your choices are limitless. The Ozark Horse Trader's professional typesetting and design services will set you apart, and top-notch printing and finishing will bring your vision to life. The Ozark Horse Trader, your vision on print. In West Plains and at ozarkhorsetrader.com.
Now it's more Zizzer football excitement on Hot Country KDY.
Paul Knight back here with Harlan Hutchinson. The final score, West Plains 49, the Waynesville Tigers 21. The Zizzers improved to 5-4 on the year. The Tigers fall to 2-7. District play starts next week for both teams. Like we said, the Zizzers, we know that will be at home, and I'd bet that the Tigers are going to be on the road someplace. But more importantly, Harlan, we get a win. We played pretty well, and the Zizzers now look forward to the playoffs, where we've been pretty good the last few years.
And nobody over on the sideline sitting on the bench with a bag of ice on their knee.
Nope.
That is the best part of it. Outside of winning the football game, that's the best part of this. Get out of here healthy. You'll have a week to get ready to play Monette.
Zizzers win the final score of 49-21. We appreciate everybody listening in. Don't forget, next Friday night, the Zizzers will be at home. It'd be great if you'd come out. Hey, bring your radio. Come out, listen to us, watch the game. What better way to do it, Harlan? What do you think?
Absolutely. Cody and I are glad to pass along some best wishes on the radio. So come on out and watch the game and listen to the broadcast.
Game time's at 7 o'clock. Be in the stands. We'll be there with you. For Harlan Hudson, this is Paul Knight saying good night, everybody. Take care. See you Friday.
West Plains Zizzers football on Hot Country KDY has been brought to you by
A to Z Pump Service, Bailey Chevrolet Pontiac, Bureau by Butler Heating and Air, Domino's Pizza, Don's Auto Service, Edgeler and Harper, Habitat for Humanity, J&J Recovery, Monty's Outdoors, Ozark Hills Insurance, Ozarks Healthcare, and Ozarks Healthcare Medical Equipment. Also brought to you by Pepsi Mid-America, by Peterbilt, Rick's Truck Repair, Shelter Mutual Insurance, Simmons Bank of West Plains, SMP Quality Auto Glass, State Farm Insurance, Justin Shelby Agent, Taylor Grubaugh Buick GMC Chevrolet, The Medicine Shop, West Plains Lock and Key, Wilbanks Tire, West Plains Bank and Trust Company, and by Hirsch Feed and Farm Supply.
West Plains Zizzers football